Is this real?
Is this
No, so you're still asleep.
Yep.
Yeah, you're actually just streaming still.
Oh, thank fucking God. I was tired. I'm glad I'm still asleep. Why am I tired in my sleep? That's so fucked up.
Never been tired in
This
your
is such
sleep.
This
We've invaded your dreams to break your brainwashing. In fact.
Yep. Yep. That's actually
what
what
the fuck?
we're here to break you free of Todd Howard. We're here to free you. So
he's not real. You made him up. Skyrim's
Bethesda's
not real.
Bethesda's not even a real company.
What the hell?
Bethesda stopped making games years ago, so we gotta move on.
There's other games.
There's other games? I've played other games. You gotta
play Mass Effect 6. It's really good.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 6? What the? I bet that would be shit. It's an EA game.
Imagine we're in a world where EA isn't a super greedy corporation, and we're
does EA have a single good game?
Mass Effect 2.
Oh, the new Star Wars one was pretty decent. Besides the fact that I blue screened my PC 5 times.
I don't know.
It was good. It was good unless it broke everything.
Yeah, it was good. Besides the times that it broke, like everything. Yeah.
Sure, the game is good, but at what point do you go, It's not good because it could theoretically break my computer. Like, what's the threshold point?
Well, I gave up playing it because it fucking it kept breaking and it annoyed me. So I don't know. It's a good game. It's just that they didn't fucking give the developers time to fucking actually fix the fucking shit with it. Because it stutters on PC like crazy. Yeah. And it fucking what's it called? It just crashes constantly. At least for me it did.
Yeah.
Apparently Emily didn't have that issues.
Dilutions out there. All the way, so yeah.
Sorry.
At what point did you realize you weren't Dragonborn? And then is that the point that you turned it off?
Oh my God. I'm not that obsessed with Skyrim. I like Skyrim, but not like that crazy.
All right. We'll leave your dreams then. Okay, goodbye everyone. Stream's over.
Yep.
We gotta leave.
Any stream.
He's cured.
We fixed him, everyone. This is the goal. All right,
my favorite aspect of Starfield that you were the Starborn.
How dare you?
That's so fucking stupid. That's such a stupid thing. When it's like, oh, you know what? You're gonna have powers because you're the Starborn. It's like they wanted to like fucking meme on themselves.
Bethesda literally had the opportunity to do whatever they want with their own IP, and they said, "Nah, I'm gonna just do me again."
Yeah, our classic.
I mean, it's also kind of similar in the fact that they go to like these like fucking spots. You go to these ancient like tombs or whatever, and you fucking find this fucking like I don't know what the fuck you call it. Just a room where you float around and like collect spheres of light, but it's kind of like the word wall. Hey, you just go to these word walls and you get like the fucking Dragonborn powers, you get the Starborn powers. They just copy the same thing. They're like, oh, this worked in the past, let's just do this. I don't know. They didn't come out with anything original.
You know what's crazy is that there's a stream about the there's a meme about this stream about how at some point the topic of Bethesda will come out, and we have started the stream. We have started out the stream on it.
Yep.
Well, that's because someone brought it up. I don't know who brought up the fact that I like Bethesda, but okay, I don't like Bethesda. Let's rephrase that. I like Bethesda's previous games. I do not like the current state of Bethesda.
You love Bethesda, so don't lie to yourself.
That is not true.
Surely Soap will be playing Starfield multiple times. Surely.
Early.
No,
Mhm.
I won't. I won't. The counter below my name, I won't go above 1.
Oh,
That's
it's
gonna
already
stay
at
at
2.
1. Why is it at 2?
Because you talked about it before stream, and then we talked about it when stream started.
Okay,
so I
but
added
the
the
stream
second one.
doesn't count. But the stream doesn't count.
They don't know that. They
You
don't know
can't-
that. Don't out me.
You can't count before the
What do you
stream.
mean?
Also,
Okay.
I was the
Can't
one that brought
read.
it up before
You
stream.
can't count.
What the?
Slow.
It might. It
the-
honestly might have been my fault. I might be a bad influence. You might never invite me again. I think
It was me. I brought up Scarab as like
Okay,
a talking point between you two.
Yeah. You
I'm
did
clear
this,
of
yeah.
all allegations. Then
Oh.
You did this. You did this.
you're the one.
I smile.
But yeah. Well, now that we've got our we have gotten our Soap Bethesda section out of the way for today.
Okay,
Why don't we
one.
introduce our guest for today?
Hi.
He is the lovely Gaworu, or Gao, whatever both of them work. He is, among many things, a game developer, and they are the person who made the Punz N Palz logo at the top of this overlay. And he's pretty cool artist. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I did write myself an introduction, and just in case, because I knew I was gonna like mess up and be like, oh hi, I'm Gaworu, and then forget everything about myself. So I'm an artist, I'm a streamer, I'm also a game developer. I love birds, and I love serving out huge fucking dishes of yapperoni and cheese. And that's me.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. We love the yapperoni and cheese on here.
Thank you.
So-
Thank you.
Soap usually serves us yapperoni, but I'm glad to try Gao's yapperoni as well.
Okay, I'm gonna say cheese, and I was gonna say
Huh?
that sounds.
Huh?
I was about to just say cheese. You're saying we were gonna get yapperoni, so you gotta say I'm
Where's your
glad.
mind going, Soap?
Mm.
And
I-
nobody.
We were talking about yapperoni and cheese. You said yapperoni and cheese, so I was like, oh.
Oh,
Damn it, Soap.
Estimate, Soap.
Uh,
Estimate.
Yeah. I'll say we're heavier on the yapperoni than the cheese. Do not come here expecting that from us. No, I don't know. Who knows? After stream, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
Huh?
Oh,
you know,
Yeah.
Sooky may not be here, but Garb is apparently filling the spot. You know.
Yeah. I
I
think he's doing a good job.
oh, thank you. I hope that's a good thing.
It's a good thing, yes.
All right.
Sooky also is the lewd and innuendo person of the podcast,
okay,
and
great, great,
and
yeah.
you've been covering that part very excellently. So
Great. I'm very glad to be able to meet such a integral role for this group. But even in a small way, I can live up to their expertise.
I think you're doing an amazing job so far. I think
Thank you.
you're doing
Thank you.
great.
Thank you.
All right,
Appreciate it.
let's not inflate me.
Yes, I'm here for the gassing up. I'm here for compliments. Thank you.
No. If we gas up too much, the ego will be way too inflated.
No, it's okay. I'll take it down myself later.
Oh,
on.
okay.
It's
All right.
Okay.
I got a nice like self-regulating system.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm fighting the urge to talk about it again. I'm fighting the urge to
Yeah,
talk about
yeah.
it.
Bird.
Puns, please.
Actually,
Puns,
absolutely.
Puns,
God's in his
topic.
ear right now, like, you want to talk about Bethesda? You want to do it?
I just
Mhm.
look.
This is why we're saying sleeper cell agents. Sleeper cell
Conversation.
I
Yeah.
agents.
saw the thing that says nostalgia carries it, and like I want to comment on that.
Oh my
The fact
God, we're
that
going past
yeah,
this.
I would not play it unmodded. I would not play it unmodded now.
Somebody
I
hold my
could
hands.
not. And I was gonna
Does it
ask. What is the? So have you played it modded before?
Yeah.
Okay, so what mod would you say is your favorite? I actually wanna know.
what mod it would be my favorite? Honestly, I think it's the one that kind of like opens up character customization because I'm such a fucking freak when it comes to like how my characters look.
Okay, I guess that's kind of that works. I was reading more story one, but yeah, I guess that works too.
So I will say the other day I saw a post on Twitter that was like somebody had made a mod because their kids were afraid of the mud crabs.
Yes, the cat one.
Yes.
The cat one.
Yes.
Silly the cat. It was like Silly the cat. I think it was Silly the cat or something like that.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's my new favorite mod because that's so precious. I love that.
It's so cute. I was going to say, I think my favorite mods though is probably Legacy of the Dragon one, if you know what that is.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's totally fair.
It's so good. It makes playing through the game like, I don't know, like every single meaningless thing actually seems meaningful when you're like filling out a fucking like museum and shit. It's so cool. I actually love that shit. And then like the way they have all the characters in it. And now I'm pretty sure they like updated it recently because they did the 10-year anniversary. There's fucking 10-year anniversaries for mods now. That's so fucking funny though. Oh my god.
What was that? Was that really old story mod that actually became its own standalone game? Because that one, I mean, that's got to be like 10 years old as well. City of Gold or something? I can't remember what it's called.
It was Sky.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, it was like that really famous one. It became a game. I didn't know it actually became like a standalone game. And I like ran across it recently. I was like, oh my god, like I can't believe that mod got so big that it actually turned into like
Endroll.
Yeah.
Endroll or Endroll? I don't know.
Yeah, either one. Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy to think that like, yeah, we're having anniversaries for mods.
Yeah, 10-year anniversaries for mods. That's so fucking wild.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're maintaining them and those kind of mods, right? Because like these had to be like.
Well, this 10-year anniversary one they hadn't updated for a while. They just decided they wanted to like add a few features because it was like kind of incomplete. At the moment, they're working on a new thing called Odyssey of the Dragonborn, which is going to be like a mod where they like. It like continues the story, I think, and it's like about visiting other like parts of Tamriel, and it's not gonna be like full areas. It's gonna be like smaller areas, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, sounds pretty cool.
I remember there's one good mod where it was like you went to Elsewhere and it was like all voice acted by
that's old.
Yeah,
that one.
Oh, there's also one where they add in like I can't remember the main city in Oblivion. The
not the main city. One of the main. ones.
One of the main.
It's
ones.
Bruma.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was good too. That one was good.
Yeah, because I was fully voice acted and like the whole
Beyond
city was.
Skyrim,
There's
Bruma.
quests. There's Do
you know about Beyond Skyrim?
Yeah.
Like the full like thing. They released like a fucking. They released a trailer for a new area that they were gonna add as like a sneak peek into Hammerfell and Daggerfall, and they released it like fucking 4-5 years ago at this point, and it's like they still haven't fucking visited that
no,
small.
I hadn't heard of that. I only knew the ones that were actually released. I didn't know they.
It's like how so they're working on like pretty much every place. They've got teams working on Black Marsh, Morrowind, Cyrodiil, Hammerfell, Daggerfall, and I believe Elsewhere and Valenwood. They are not working on the Somerset Isles. But they are trying to like recreate. They're like trying to create like basically what Bruma is like Tamriel wide.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty cool. But yeah, it seems like nothing has come out for it since Bruma, and that was like ages ago.
Yeah.
Well, when people do make, that's why I bring up like the mod makers that made like that kind of the story quest extension, and then they released their own game. I'm like, these mod, like, I know that what they're doing is out of the passion for the game, right? They're passionate about this IP and they want to work on it. But I'm like, man, you guys need to funnel all of this energy and this time into making games, just like standalone games.
Yeah.
Because
that's okay. So if you saw in Fallout 4, there was what's it called? Fallout London, right? That one is now, all the people who worked on that are like a company, and people are saying that they think the end goal for this company, well, end goal, but like the next steps for this company after they release Fallout London is to actually like work on their own games.
Yeah.
Which it seems like this is a good way to put together a team, and once that's like done, it's like, hey, all of you want to like make our own company and do our own thing. I mean, they're already part of like a company technically.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like legally a company, but you know.
Yeah, modding is such a great pipeline for game dev because when you start modding games, especially like these AAA games, you get such a good insight into like how games are made, like what works in games, what doesn't work in games. So it kind of gives you like a pretty good like jump start. And I just think like if you're so dedicated to that practice, I always believe that like if you have this much passion for somebody else's story, there's like no telling what you could do with your own work. You know what I mean? Like if you're passionate about something that somebody else has told, like imagine how passionate you could be and how much like you have to contribute to like your own stories being told, or your, you know, all that, you know, somebody in your team's story, you know, like working together and like crafting this thing. Yeah, like my background is in modding as well. Like when I was, you know, 14 years old, my ass was making Minecraft mods. My ass was making like, oh my gosh, what's that? Jump Battle Block Theater, shit like that. Like any game I could get my little fucking grabby hands on, I would like make mods for. So it's like, and I'm not even like a programmer. I've learned programming and I can program, but I'm not a programmer. I'm more of like a creative person. Because brain hurty went program. But I think that's pretty common for everyone. But yeah, like modding is such like a good jump start. So it's good to see that people are still working on these projects and being so passionate. But I can't wait to see those people who are wanting to go beyond because I remember the team that did make that that other mod, that story mod, you know, they made a standalone game and it was pretty fucking good. I don't think it got like a lot of recognition, but I remember
it definitely got a lot of recognition within the Skyrim like sphere, but outside of that, I don't think so. Even though a lot of people say it was better than Skyrim.
I mean, I when I learned it was a thing, I was like, okay, I need to look this up because, you know, I'm very like, oh, cool. These people who had like this much passion made a game. I want to check that out. I want to see what they did, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, I looked it up and I was watching videos on it. I was like reading like reviews and shit like that. And I was like, damn, this is like such a unique idea. Such an interesting system that they had in that game as well. Like the time travel system in that game. And like how your interactions would change that. Like it was so interesting. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to like more. Yeah, so I won't say much. I won't spoil anything. But yeah, it's exciting to see those mod makers kind of cross that line into more of like independent game dev stuff. Because we always need, like, I feel like it's a double-edged sword how like easy it has been to get into entry-level game development as an indie person. It's a double-edged sword because you get these people who they are ready to like tell stories and they're ready to you know, show off the things that they can do. And you also get the people who are just kind of doing asset dump, cash grabs, things like that. So whenever you see a group of people who are very passionate, or even just an individual who's very passionate, and they obviously have the drive, they obviously have like the brain for it. Like they're obviously thinking about, okay, what works? What is going into this? Like, how do I do this? It's great to see those people transition into the space because it's just better for all of us. The more creative people in any field, the better things are, you know, for everyone. Absolutely. So it's good to see that transition, definitely.
Absolutely. I just wonder how many people got into game dev that way, because like we're at the point where like game dev is as easy as it's ever been to like get into.
Yeah.
Like anyone can download, install Unity, Godot, Unreal 5, and just kind of make stuff. And just that
definitely.
easy. And
Which is it's a great thing to be accessible, right?
yes.
And I think that game dev should be accessible. I think people should really temper their expectations when they first get into game dev, and they're like, okay, I have zero money to put into this, and I'm starting out with not a lot of skill, and so I think that they should definitely temper their expectations and their scope when they're first starting out. And I think that that's something that people don't realize, because whenever you're an indie anything, if you're self-employed in any capacity, you have to take on the responsibility that you're both whatever you're doing, so artist, game dev, whatever, and you're also like a boss and a business person, and you have to be ready for that aspect of it as well. So there's a lot of people who are getting into this and they don't really have any mind for business practices, like moral business practices, or just like what actually goes into any of this. So you end up with people who are delivering subpar products and things like that. And I think that it gives a bad name to like, especially like solo devs. I think solo devs can very often get a bad name because you think, oh, solo person, they're going to cut corners, they're not going to deliver on like a big project. But then look at some solo dev stuff that has come out. Stardew Valley was solo dev for a long time. Shotgun Roulette or whatever it's called, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Shotgun Roulette. Buckshot Roulette, thank you. That was an indie dev, and he's made other games that have been incredible. So I think and a lot of that Chilla's Art is also another one that I think is solo dev. What they do is a lot of asset flipping. They make assets, or they make some assets, buy other assets, they flip their assets, they reuse their assets. So I think that's a smart business practice when it comes to like solo dev or just any dev in particular. So yeah, it's way easy to get in, and I think that you totally should be able to make games no matter what your budget is, no matter what your skill set is, but also at the same time know where you're at in your journey, know that you are going to get better if you're open to criticism, and like I should put something out there, get feedback on it, and take that into like the next thing you do. But yeah, it's definitely great to see people coming more into that space with that mindset.
Yeah, because like all those skills that people learn about like how to properly manage projects is like, I got a computer science degree in college, so like I learned how to use like do proper version control, how to like properly split tasks up and to like manage a project and all of that. And a lot of my uni work was like working with groups of people, but a lot of people who are just getting to game dev don't really know those skills, but they are skills you can learn.
They are definitely skills that you can learn, and they are very important. I think the people, I mean, obviously, I think that if somebody's a creative person and in the forefront, they just want to be creative, that's great. But you have to know when entering the space that there's other stuff to learn. Like, that's why I'm really happy to be project lead currently on my current project, because I'm such a like business oriented person. I've actually been like a manager for streamers for a pretty long time now, for like, oh gosh, it has to be like 8 years now. I've been like managing streamers off and on and things like, and I've managed like other independent artists and things like that. So I've also helped my sister set up management for other businesses and things like that. So I'm definitely like, I have that kind of, although I would consider myself a creative, I also have like that very like business focused sort of mindset. So I'm very happy to be lead right now, because I get to express more of that, and that kind of like making right now, especially because we're such a small team as well. I have my hand in every single like pot that's boiling on the stove right now, basically. So it's a skill that definitely people can learn, because I learned it growing up in because I've been working as an artist, self-employed for legal reasons since I was 16, legally able to be employed. But so it's definitely a skill that I've learned over those years, learned business practices through that, learned how to manage myself, learned how to manage others as well. And so yeah, I think it's something important if you are going to get into game dev, specifically independent game dev. And specifically if you're going to be a solo dev, which is possible. I know it's hard, but it is definitely possible to be a great solo dev. Temper your expectations, know what the space you are entering is like, and like be ready to learn. Definitely be ready to learn and take on those new lessons.
Yeah, you've definitely been around the block. You've done pretty much all parts of the job, like you were saying before. Like, you. It's interesting how you've come from like managing streamers and managing and stuff, and now you're also a streamer, and so you've literally been everywhere for like both on the creative side and the managing side for like both you your actual job, and I guess you as a streamer as well, because Gaworu does stream quite a bit, right?
Yeah, I've taken a slight step back just because of my health issues currently, but I've been streaming for I think around 9 years now. Not on my current account, but like gosh, do you remember Pick Arto? Does anybody remember Pick Arto? I remember when Pick Arto first released, and I streamed on that for a little while, and then pre-transition, I streamed for quite a while, and then I kind of took a step back. I was going through a divorce. I was transitioning. I was like, I'm gonna focus on myself, and then I came back to streaming. So yeah, it's been like 2 years now that I've been streaming through like this sort of persona, I guess, or just like this kind of avenue. So yeah, I've been a couple of things throughout my life, just because, like I said, I try to be self-sufficient. So I've been graphics designer, I've been manager, I've been artist, I've been a lot of things. And speaking about just people entering the space, is just like someday I do hope to have some sort of mentorship role. I would love to start like a program that kind of helps people get into the spaces that I'm in. And just be kind of more of like a collective, like share information with each other, help each other out sort of thing. Like I would love to do that one day. So yeah, I'd like to have like a collective of creatives that are just like, hey, we all work together. We all like are separate, but we all work together to help each other and that sort of thing. And just like a sharing of knowledge, a sharing of talents. I think that would be probably one of my goals down the line, definitely.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be nice.
That'd be super cool.
I'm yapping though. I can feel it. I can feel the cheese rise.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It says blah 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 blah. I like listening to you yap. You. It's very interesting hearing you yap, because we haven't had like a game dev on the stream yet. A lot of the people we've had have just been our fellow just our friends or fellow streamers, but like it's fun to have something a bit different, a bit new on the stream.
Yeah, I just be doing too much.
But yeah. I get what
I found out the thing that I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Three Kingdoms, was it? And it was 6 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah. 6 years ago they announced it.
And then nothing.
So we can't give it a date. We can't give it an exact date. I don't think it's coming. I think they just cancelled it and they didn't say anything about cancelling it.
What it probably is that it had to go on the back burner and they just don't have the heart to call it off. I would assume that would be what's going on.
I mean, yeah. It was like, okay, what it was like is like, oh, the Iliac Bay team, so the people working on Hammerfell and Daggerfall, it was like, oh, this is the area we're going to be confident with to release as a standalone area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay, cool. But I guess they couldn't. I guess I don't know. They took too long, and they were just like, oh, okay, I'm probably not gonna release this. We'll release something solid instead. I don't know.
Well, Well, like we were talking before about how easy it is to get into modding and into game dev. It's also really easy for people who are not experienced with creating mods or game dev to overpromise and then realize, oh no, I'm way in over my head. There's no way I can actually make this in a reasonable time frame. And
well, yeah.
Even I was gonna say, even like pretty like knowledgeable people still can get into trouble with scope, especially when it's like, again, like these are passion projects, so it's really easy for people who are very passionate to be like, oh my god, I want this to be real, I want this to happen so badly, but the reality of accomplishing that scope of a project sometimes hits, and you go, I mean, what is there to do? This is now bigger than we can do, and it's too far along in the process to dial it back. So you know, now what do? We abandon a lot. That's how a lot of projects end up being abandoned, because you're like, the scope is so big and you set up the infrastructure way too big, and then to go back and to dismantle that infrastructure and build something smaller is just as much time. So yeah, like a lot of time it's just like the scope was too big, in over their head. And even like I said, even people who are like, you know, they're not unknowledgeable about the modding community. These people specifically, they've modded, like they're a team, but it's just, it's really easy to fall. It's a slippery slope when you start, any project of like, okay, let's add this. Okay, now let's add this. Oh, well, this would be cool. Oh, and then and it's like, okay, now it's too big,
And now it's big, and there's no way you're gonna get it done. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened with that. They figured that making what was the what area was that mod for, Soap?
It's 3 like smaller areas in Iliac Bay, which is Hammerfell and Daggerfall.
Yeah,
yeah, they had all the like land, I think, done and shit. It's just that I don't know. I think they probably shifted their the story that they wanted to tell, I think. Because they probably just went full region instead of like going like, oh, why are we focusing on this small little thing when we can just get the whole region done? But like, I don't know. It would have been really cool to see another thing like Beyond Skyrim Bruma.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely would have been really cool.
Oh,
I won't discount them because they've released something, which means they have a record of release, right?
Oh, they released a couple of things. They also have like the ship thing, the one that adds a lot of items that they've already like worked on and shit. And it looks cool.
And I could say it could also just be like internal issues, like maybe somebody who would like work, like one of the main people working on it, they had to step away. They haven't been able to find a person to replace them. Like it could
be a lot of people working on this game.
Yeah.
Oh, not game, these things. Because I mean, they've got like how many areas? Argonia, Atmora, Cyrodiil, Elsewhere, Iliac Bay, Morrowind, Roscrea, and they have like a decent team working on all of them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so like there could be internal issues going on. So I never want to discount people, especially people who have record of release. And I want to believe if it was truly completely off the table that they would have said something, because again, people who have record of release also are pretty aware of like delivering products. So I want to believe that if there was no chance whatsoever, they would have said something. Though no updates at all is like, why? But probably just because like it's just, there's probably something going on that's just really difficult for them to deal with right now. And they just want to like, okay, we just need to keep our heads down, focus on what we need to focus on, and
I mean,
figure it out.
They still release devlogs for they call them devlogs. I can't remember exactly what they call them. They will still release shit for they call them developer diaries. They have developer diaries that they release every like 6 months or so, I think. And shows their like progress. And the one that was in Iliac Bay, they don't talk about it anymore, at least from what I've seen. So I don't know. I assume they aren't going for that Three Kingdoms release anymore, and they just wanted to release the full region when that full region's ready.
Yeah.
Probably just because they couldn't find enough people who wanted to focus in on the one area, and they probably found it easier to like focus on the full thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's a specific person they're looking for to do something in that area, and
I'll hold out hope just because of that record of release. But
yeah,
who knows? Who knows? There's so many issues that could be going on. Game dev is not easy. It's very complicated, especially working with a larger team. Like when you have all those people working on like one thing, it can get a little dicey of like how to coordinate people best and things like that. Yeah, it's just like who knows? Who knows what's going on? Could be so many different issues, but I'll keep my faith in them.
I find it interesting now that they got paid mods though, where people can like sign up and get paid for mods they release.
Yeah, they're doing that again, huh?
Yeah. I want to see how that plays out. It's not bad. It's not,
but they implement it wrong.
Yeah, I think now it looks like they've implemented it in the best way they can. It still sucks because, like, I don't know, everyone likes getting stuff for free, right? But
yeah.
But if it enables modders to like hire like voice actors and shit and stuff like that, I mean, it's probably worth. If it is good content, I mean,
I don't want to lose like the old modding camaraderie. Do you know what I mean? Where we just were modding for fun, and we're modding just to be like, hey, this is like the goofy little thing I want to do. I think that like people who want to work on more ambitious products, yes, great for them to be able to find funding and profit from that. But I don't know, like the guy who made the cab mod for his kids, like we need to keep that alive, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Because
did you get stabbed or did you go at the stop?
I think that might cut me off. But I was holding it the whole time. Because I'm thinking back to the first time they tried to do paid mods in Skyrim, and there was this one mod that was just like a bunch of visual effects on your character when you're in a snowstorm and like snowstorms and stuff. I forgot what it was called, but like it was a fairly popular one, and that one was like $10 for some reason, even though it's just like a visual effects mod. So like, I think there needs to be something to keep the prices like reasonable.
Well, that's just people gonna be regulating it themselves, you know.
Yeah, price regulation is always going to be an issue if there's just going to be a free market.
Yeah,
it's really like how much does the developer actually want to make off it? Do they want a few people who are going to pay a lot, or do they want a lot of people who are going to pay a little? And then you know, it ends up being it's just they got to find that price point themselves. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, if you're overcharging for a mod,
people aren't going to get it.
People aren't going to get it, and then be like, oh, okay, shit, okay, maybe I don't charge that much for this. So I will say, I forgot another mod that I really like. I know I'm continuing the Skyrim conversation. I'm so sorry. But there was a mod to like upgrade your horse to be like you could like actually like train your horse and like level up with it and stuff shit like that. I was like, I like that.
I've never seen that one. I don't really like the horses in Skyrim, so I don't think I've ever looked at horse mods.
I mean, I'll fucking expose myself. I was a horse boy growing up, so I may care too much about like taking care of my horse and things like that. So
I just didn't really like the horses in Skyrim because the way they like.
Well, I didn't like them.
Feels...
Yeah, no, I didn't like them. But this mod is like a complete overhaul of like the horses of Skyrim is like a complete overhaul. So I was like, I don't like them. I never used them. And then, I got this mod. I'm like, I'm stealing horses left and right. I want all of them. I'm collecting all the horses.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. One of the more insignificant mods that I like a lot is like the ones that add birds around Skyrim.
Okay, all right. Now
Have
we're
you
getting to
seen those
bird
ones?
territory.
Have you seen those ones?
My interest
Birds
is
of
piqued because you
Skyrim?
said birds. Oh, I need this. I now have to do a whole new playthrough of Skyrim just to see birds. Great.
Oh my god, it's actually there's like mods that add like where is it? They add like pigeons just around everywhere. Fucking,
Oh my god. I need it.
where is it? I can't find the actual names of it. Where is it?
I need okay, I need this mod and I need to make a new character that's like the Birdman of Winterhold. And I just need to be that.
This one that adds penguins? Holy!
Oh my god, I love penguins.
Hummingbirds. You can find so many birds. There's one that had like flock in the name. There's birds. Birds of Skyrim.
Stream for like the next month. That's all decided now.
Requirements. Birds of Skyrim. The mod you're looking for has not been found. They removed it from the site. What the fuck?
I'm really excited, but I'm gonna also say, Punz and Siel, I'm begging you, please interrupt us. Please get us. Please help us. Keep going. Please, I'm so excited. My brain has been activated. There's birds in Skyrim, but please help.
Birds of a flock. That's the other one. There's a birds of a flock mod. It adds flocks of birds.
Okay, well, that's
sick.
Okay, I'll save you guys from the Skyrim talk. That's what happens when you put two yappers in a room. They will just go forever.
We're just gonna yap at each other forever until one of us dies or you stop us. And it's probably gonna be me that goes first. So please.
Yeah, such factor weakness from just birds in Skyrim. It's really exploiting it at the moment. What?
Birds?
Birds in Skyrim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Birds. You don't talk about birds. No, I didn't talk about birds.
Okay, about it.
I didn't say anything about birds.
Talking about Skyrim.
This is some gaslighting.
Skyrim?
Yeah.
What even is Skyrim? I don't know what that is.
Have like collective psychosis. Like we all think something's real, but it was just because we were all feeding off of each other's psychosis. That's what just happened for like the past hour. I don't know how long we've been going, but
yeah, I don't know what's happening there, guys. But we definitely didn't talk about Skyrim or birds. I don't know. I don't even know what Skyrim is.
Okay. I just started the stream. We haven't.
Yeah. All right. Hello, everyone. I almost said good morning, everyone. It's definitely not morning. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Hey, everyone. We got a awesome guest here, Gaworu.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Gaworu. I love birds in Skyrim. Fuck.
What the fuck?
Damn it.
Hi. Thank you for the resub. Thank you. Okay. But let's get off the Skyrim topic. What games we've been playing this week? Not Skyrim.
Oh my!
You're not allowed to say Skyrim.
No, I'm not going to because I'm gonna go down a different hole. I'm in the fucking bloody pits of it. I've been playing fucking Final Fantasy 14, man. I've been playing Dawn Trail. I've been in it. I've been in the pits. I've been in the Catboy mines. Oh my god.
He sucked in.
Yeah.
You're lost.
I've been playing for 10 years. Don't worry. I was gone a long time ago. I've been playing since the beginning. Yeah, don't worry.
I have not been playing games.
Yeah, I've been playing games.
I need to finish Disco Elysium. I've been putting it off. I've like kind of jumped around with other things. I also Deus Ex. I'm like I play it on stream, but I only stream like once a week, so I'm like taking forever to finish it.
More than once a week,
but I love it. I don't have time because I can't.
Simply stream more. I don't know what you're
simply stream more. Exactly. No,
it's just that easy.
It's like during the day I want to like spend that with people, right? And then the time that I can stream, I'm at work.
Wait. You're telling me you're socializing over streaming? What the heck?
Yes. Isn't that crazy?
That is so
holy
crazy.
Shit.
Damn, Punz yawned about that.
No, I was Eevee. I'm on Eevee. I got the pre-stream EPs for some reason, like 20 minutes before
He
we
says for
start.
some reason, but literally every single time he has a stream about an hour to 30 minutes beforehand, he's like, "I'm so tired."
No,
Yeah.
not all the
It's
time.
also like during the day, I don't want to like start a stream, and then it's like, I don't know, my mum's like, "Oh, I need help," like for like an hour, and it's like, okay, I have to leave for an hour, but I just started stream like 30 minutes ago. Now I have to leave for an hour. Oh well,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So I tend to try and do it at night, and that's also during when I work, you know. So I don't know. I've been considering like after work maybe doing like hour and a half streams, maybe like short ones.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if that would actually be like beneficial at all. I also like spending time with people at that time though. It's like just after work, and it's like I can sit down, chill out with people. You know, it's I don't know.
No, I feel you. It's hard to fit streaming in when you have like several other things that you need to do. I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, but there is a game that I was looking at playing, and do you know what people are comparing it to?
Skyrim.
No, not Skyrim.
Okay, thank God.
Morrowind.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
And come back around to it.
I
haven't seen this game. It's called Dread Delusion, and it looks good. I actually want to play it so bad.
But I haven't seen anything about it. I've heard the name.
It looks decent. I want to try it. There's like, I don't know. A lot of people seem to like positively reviewed it. Apparently, recently an update came out that like broke it. But
Oh. Okay.
But
I'm
yeah.
looking at screenshots. It does look sick, I'm not gonna lie. It does look sick as hell.
I so want to try it. I want to try it so bad.
Wait, no, I want this. Fuck, what have you done? This looks sick as hell. It looks like a sick and twisted Morrowind, or like
it does, doesn't it?
Or fucked up RuneScape. That's crazy.
That sounds really fun, actually.
I actually want to try it so bad. There's also another game I want to try, but I haven't technically announced the next game I'm playing on stream yet, and I kind of want to save it as a surprise for when I start streaming it. But even though it's been mentioned like twice on my stream, but not by me, by people I told about it like privately, and I mentioned it, but like I want to play it, and it's like it's a cool it's another indie game. I love indie games.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best games at the moment have been indie games.
Oh, for sure. That's where all the passion is right now. All the ingenuity is.
Yeah, I don't know. Things like I don't know. Things that I like have enjoyed that like AAA just I don't know. I don't feel the same.
What are some of the AAA games you've enjoyed? Like Starfield?
No. As I said, that Star Wars one, I had fun while it wasn't crashing.
Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy was alright when it wasn't stuttering. It was stuttering the whole time. I'm just looking through the list here of games.
Oh, that's not indie.
I don't know if Hades 2 counts as AA or indie.
I would count them not indie because they are like a profitable studio.
Yeah. But they still only have like 50 people, I think.
Yeah, they're a small studio for sure, but they're in the Game Awards and shit like that. Not under indie categories, so
yeah.
Though I love them, so don't take that as shade. I love that developer. So
you heard it here first. It's shade.
Yeah, actually, I hate them, and I think they're all corrupt. Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3, the little amount that I've played Baldur's Gate 3, I like it. Every group that I played it with has fallen apart in terms of playing it.
Yeah.
maybe I should just do a solo playthrough, but no, I want to play with that group. I just need that group to like, actually play
gotta
it.
grab him. Gotta grab him.
I feel you. I feel you because when Baldur's Gate first released, first off, I sold like all of early access, right? And then it released, and I've tried to play with 4 separate groups. All of them dissolved, and now I'm just like, I don't want to play anymore because like I wanted to play with people, but every time I join a group, they dissolve at some point. We don't like follow through, and now I'm like so burned out. You know, I'm like, I just want, because it's so much more fun to play with a group of people. Because you're both especially if you're both fucked up goblins. Because I did a playthrough that I was really proud of. I'm so sad it fell apart, and I was just like a, fuck me up fam sort of like playthrough of like, no, I'll take everything. I'll take the eye. I'll take the brain. I'll take everything. You know, just do whatever. It was like a no fucks given playthrough. It was so much fun. And it's so much fun to like play both with people who are meeting your energy on that, and also people who are like, "What are you doing? Stop!" And so
that was one of the issues I had. One of the people I was playing with, they kept doing things that annoyed me because it was like, okay, we're gonna go to this village. Now I'm gonna pickpocket people, and I was like, we're being good. I'm trying to be a good character. I'm trying to play a good guy, and you're making the whole like group, like everyone hate us in the town.
No, that's fair if it's like diametrically opposed to like what you're trying to go for in the game. But when I say like no stuff, I just mean like, is there a bucket of like stagnant water in here in this dungeon? Yeah, I'll drink that. You know, it's like that sort of like goblin that I bringing to the table. You know, so it's like I like the kind of interaction with other people and that sort of like either you're with me or like you're the straight man to like my goofball ass. You know?
Yeah. Me and Siel did a playthrough of VG3, and that was very, very fun. 2 of us controlled 2 characters. I controlled the other 2, and then we just kind of had a very nice. I started being evil, but then I started to feel bad, so I started acting more good near the end. Do any of you guys have that problem? Where you tried to be evil?
No,
and you're like...
because I never try to be evil because I feel too bad. But you know, having a partner is such a cheat code for games because like you always have somebody to play with. So
can I chime in?
Yeah.
I hate BG3. Fuck that game.
What the? You hated it?
It was good until Act 3, and then I had a game-breaking glitch where all the doors wouldn't show as open. They'd always be closed, but they would be open. I could manually walk my characters through it, but I couldn't pass them through any door, and it was the biggest grief that the game could do to me, and it never went away.
Damn.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I've had like that. I've had the door bug like a couple of like random times, but I never got stuck on that. That does sound not fun at all to play like that.
The thing you said, having a partner to play games with, I mean, yeah, if that partner is into the exact same games as you are.
I mean, fair.
I know my girlfriend doesn't like a lot of the games I like. So if we do play together, it's only like CS2 or like, you know, the rare occasion she actually feels like doing a puzzle game. What?
That means you just cherish the games that you guys play together more. Like me and Punz will play all the same things.
Yeah.
But there's also things that like this puzzle game that we've been meaning to play, but I don't know. She's been like the right mood to want to play it, and it's like I don't know, rarely happens. I don't know, and I feel like I need to mention it because I don't know. I kept mentioning it, and then I felt like I was annoying her. But now that I haven't mentioned it, we haven't played it again. So it's like I didn't think I need to like tell her about it. I don't know.
Punz with XCOM, but he knows how I feel about XCOM.
Yeah, but like
it's like. Put like a sticky note somewhere, and it's like, bring this to me when you're ready to play.
They don't live together. They can't do that.
Oh damn! Yeah. And then rip.
Yeah. Me and Siel can, but Siel is also a very very laid back person, and in almost any game I can say, "Hey, honey, do you want to play this?" and she'll be like, "Okay."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then also like I said, you know, it's a cheat code to play with games with people, but it's like, yeah, if there's only certain games, you still have like somebody to play certain games with, you know. So that's still not. It's still nice to have somebody to like, have that with, you know.
Well, CS2, I still also have like 200 ping, so it's like, I don't know.
It's still quality time.
Sure.
I know. I still enjoy it, but it's like, it's still. I'd rather play like more fun games.
Calm down there.
Is Helldivers a AAA or a AA game?
That is definitely a AAA game.
That's a double. I would say that's a double A or anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say AAA. That's fair.
Well, the thing is, it's like a AA team, but it's like
I always go
supported by PlayStation, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's
like the fun thing to me makes it AAA.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed that one. But I don't know. Besides those, I'm looking through here. I don't know. I can't see another one. Oh, Cyberpunk. I enjoyed the DLC. That was good. So good. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing Final Fantasy, and honestly, like that's all I've had the brain space. I've been really grinding through work recently, so I'm just like I'll play Final Fantasy in the mornings, and then once the guilt of all of my responsibilities hit, then I start working. It's pretty good. Pretty good system I have going. But yeah, I've been going through like a couple indie. What did I played something recent. Chance of Sonar was a recent game that I did. I completed that on stream. I had a fucking blast. As an indie game, not a lot of people know about it. It's a puzzle game about linguistics. Super fucking cool. Super well thought out. Really, really one of the highlights of this year so far was playing that game. So yeah, I can recommend that. Duck Detective came out. I have not yet played it. I played the demo. But Duck Detective game came out, and I do plan on playing that as well. So yeah, that's on the list, but I haven't gone to it yet.
Only thing I've played, much of really is a game called Mind Over Magic, which is like a colony sim game made by Clay, the people who made Don't Starve Together and Oxygen Not Included.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
It's like it is a colony sim in that you are making a little wizarding school, and you start with staff, you train apprentices, you research stuff like all your good your Oxygen Not Included stuffs, but there's also turn-based RPG combat as well, as part of the game is going into the Underscroll and fighting battles to explore more of the little area under the school. But it's also like a what do you call the camera angle in those colony sim games, like Oxygen Not Included? Not third person, but I guess kind of top down, where you're building a school and like it has a lot.
Yeah. Is it asymmetric?
Yeah, asymmetric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Mind Over Magic.
Okay, so Soap has given me a game that I have to now spend money on, and now you're giving me a game I have to spend money on. So great, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Love being here.
It's super duper fun.
Well, I can't say how good the game that I
that looks sick
because I haven't played it, but it looks sick. And I saw like positive stuff about it online, but I can't recommend. I can't recommend it. I haven't played it.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a wolf character here, and you know what? I'm gonna Twitter thinks I'm a furry, so I'm going straight. I'm gonna be I'm a furry. So I'm just gonna become a furry now. And so I see a wolf character, I'm like, I'm sold.
Huge. I'm all about it. I that's what we're looking for here.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of like slowly slipped into it. Apparently, I like enough furry content on Twitter to just now be a furry. So I'll take it.
I also get occasional furry content sprinkled to me on Twitter.
It's good. It's good shit. It's good art.
Yeah.
I like the character. It's cool. If that makes me a furry, sue me. You know.
Furries seem to lead a lot of
so good.
categories. some reason.
When furry artists draw like human characters.
Okay,
so
buddy.
good.
All right. Okay. This motherfucker. We'll be in VR chat, and like he'll see me in not a furry avatar, and he'll be like, you know what? I like this on you. You should use this more. I'm like, fuck you.
Damn.
Negging you to be normal.
Yeah.
So actually out here being like, okay, wow, it's nice that you're normal. Why can't you be more normal? Damn.
Yeah, why can't be
That's
normal?
not like that. It's a joke. I don't
My
mind what
experience
people.
with Soap Suds TV.
I don't
That's
care
longer.
if someone wants to use whatever they want. It's a joke when I say it. It's like when someone uses an Abby with bigger boobs. I'm just like, oh, I like that. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, it's totally a joke. Yeah.
Well, I only care what
Yeah,
my
that's
Abby looks like.
Yeah, it's always weird when I see Soap. Soap's Abby seems to have gotten bigger every time he gets into VR chat.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
Hi, Sooky. Hi. Hope things are going good. What else? Yeah, no, I have massive respect for any artist who can draw both furry and human art, because one of the struggles of V and V having a human OC and Siel having a furry OC is that if we want to get art together, we have to find someone that does both, right? And
Yeah.
well, it had to be in an art style we both like, and all that, and it is super duper hard to find.
No, I started my furry art training arc last year, and I have like, I don't know if you, I know Punz, you follow me, but I don't know how like how much of my work you see, but like there has not been any furry art on my Twitter.
Yeah.
Because it is bad. It is bad, and I'm trying my hardest. But yeah, one day maybe I'll post something that I feel like is like good enough. But I don't know. It is definitely difficult. But I and it's not like I think that I don't know. I definitely don't want to. Again, I say furry as like me being a furry as a joke, because I do not want to like misuse that term, because I don't think I like that belongs to me. Like I don't want to like
follow. Thank you.
But I'm appreciator. I feel like can I be an anthro appreciator? Like, can that be my title?
Yes, you can. If you feel like you want to be a furry, you can be a furry. Don't feel like you're taking a title. Just just do what you want.
I'm definitely an anthro appreciator at this point. So yeah, furry adjacent. I'm furry adjacent because I appreciate the art. I think the character designs that I see are super cool. I like it. I think they're like really cool designs and stuff like that. But and I want to be able to draw them, and I have started working on trying to do that. I don't have a lot of time to like work on personal stuff, but I'm trying. So yeah, I'm like with you, Punz. I'm like, if I can find, if people can draw humans and furry and anthro stuff, I'm just like, how do I get a shred of your power? Just let me know. How do I get a shred of your power? And I know what it is. It's hard work.
Yeah.
But man, I wish there was like some sort of divine wisdom you could impart on me.
Yes. Because like you're
basically like, what's the cheat code? And they're gonna be like, cry while drawing for hundreds of hours, and then
do you want to know something funny? Legitimately, the first time I tried to draw furry art, I cried. Because I was like, so bad.
Oh my god,
it's so bad. I thought I was good at art, and then I come to this, and I'm not. I'm an imposter. I was actually bad the whole time. It was like I cried.
Yeah, furry art's not easy from what I understand. I'm not much of an art teacher myself, but like, I guess there's a good reason why furry art is more expensive, at least compared to
you have to translate anatomy. Anatomy is hard already. Pre-existing anatomy in like things that you could study in real life in 3D, that's hard. So when you have this like anatomy that you have to like meld like these ideas and things like that together, man, it is not easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, anybody can do it. Props to you, honestly. Big props to you. And I support all of the artists out here working their asses off.
Absolutely. It honestly just massive respect to anyone who does art, honestly, because it is just
every artist out there. I don't know any personally. All the artists out there, props to you.
Yeah, props to you, artists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did the music cut out? Okay, there it is.
Why the music cut out?
Yeah, there was just a big pause in the music for some reason. I'm like, why the
It's a dramatic moment.
Yeah, it was letting you do, the big not apology, fucking thanks.
Hi, Spawn. Hi. Speak. What else have I played? I played a bit of Age of Wonders 4 on stream on
Oh yeah.
Saturday.
Oh yeah.
With a
I
fanboy
love
friends.
that game.
You and your 4X games.
Yeah.
I injected straight into my veins. I love them.
Yeah. Same.
I've only been abused in 4X games, so I can't love them. It's always I always have the friend who's like super into 4X games. They're like, oh, it's just a quick game, and then I get my ass kicked for 5 hours straight. I'm like, this isn't fun at all. What do you mean?
It's fun.
Yeah, that's why I like games like Civ, where like you can team up with like newer players, so you don't have to like crush their dreams off the bat. Yeah, that's always fun to do. But yeah, shoot, Age of Wonders, Age of Mythology. Oh god, I grew up on like Age of Empires games. So yeah, I'm just like, dude, anytime. That's why, dude, Punz's stream is often very perfect for me, because either you're yapping on podcasts, I'm like, great, I'm gonna yap along with you guys in chat. Or there, you're doing, like RTS or that sort of game. So I'm just like, okay, this is exactly what I needed.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm always worried what I do is like too niche, or that it is something that is like
No, I don't think it's too niche, and also be niche. Like, find your crowd. Like, they will come, especially with like those games that are like, there's a large group of people who are very passionate about them and love them a lot. There's just not really a place for them to like congregate. So yeah, like first off, I don't think you're too niche, but be niche. Be the niche, like, streamer that does those sort of games, because there will be people who are like, so like, I mean, I already knew you before I knew you as a streamer. Like, I kind of came across you just in the crowd of like, when I started entering the space.
Yeah.
But like, when I came across your streams, I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. Because
Where did you find Punz beforehand?
I just kind of entered, like, okay, so I don't, it's really hard for me to name drop, because I don't know, like, if people are down for each other, shit like that. But I actually was brought through with Almond VR. Yeah, because I was a co-worker with Almond and also a friend of Almond, and we reconnected as taking me on as their email artist, and they were like, hey, I want to show you this world that I'm in. I'm like, okay. So I kind of like just came through them, and then kind of just like slowly merged my way through the space, and meeting new people through that. So yeah, that's where I first ran into Punz, just as like somebody who was in like the VR chat space.
Yeah. That's cool, actually. It still surprises me how people find their way to my stream, and like, I guess like this shared, I don't know what you call it, like the VR chat related community that like me, Sooky, and like us share. I don't know what you can call that, but like how we all found our way here.
Yeah, it feels like there's this person, and then you meet that person through that person, then that person introduces you. Like, it's all like connected through threads. Like, everybody knows one person that then connects you to like several other people, and then somebody in that knows somebody else. It's like, yeah, you get kind of like connected through all these webs to eventually work their way. I don't know. I think Punz, when we first ever like talked, I think you actually were the first person to come into my stream, or I don't know. No, I think I might have come into your stream first. I don't know. I don't remember that part.
I'm trying to remember, because like I definitely remember at some point I think I saw you, and I think I saw you in the recommended. I was like, oh, I see this person in chat a bunch. I didn't know that they streamed, and then I followed you. I think that's what happened.
That sounds right. Yeah. I don't know who specifically I found you through, though.
Okay.
But I think I got more I got more because social anxiety, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm okay to like come into this person's space. Whenever I meet somebody, it's just so stupid. You're a streamer, of course you want people to come in and chat and like interact with you. That's so stupid. Like it's so stupid for me to be like, oh, is it okay?
Oh, I do that too.
It might have been Yoko.
Yoko? Okay.
Maybe I'm trying to. I don't know specifically, but it might have been Yoko.
Yoko would have rated into Punz a decent amount, so that makes sense.
Me and Yoko meet each other often, so
yeah, I think that was the through thread. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Yoko's another streamer that like I adore. She also streams like games where I'm like, yeah, I would totally want to watch this. So yeah, I would say like you two are actually, as odd as it sounds, you two are like probably my most viewed streamers currently.
Aww.
Just because usually at like the end of the day, I just want to like chill out and just like yap to somebody. Mm-hmm. And so I just like come to your guys' stream and I make you listen to me yap and
oh no, it's always wonderful when you come to stream. I always enjoy chatting with you when I'm playing games.
That's good to know. Yeah. I'm glad I don't annoy you.
Of course. I'm glad that people for some reason take time out of their day to yap at me at all, because I always feel like I also feel like I feel like even though I've been streaming for like a year, I feel like I still struggle to like have meaningful conversation with chat while still playing games.
Yeah, it's definitely a super hard thing to do.
It's something that like I've been struggling with, even with backpack battles. I would just be like, I should be yapping, I should be talking about something while I'm like
what do I say?
What do I say? What the heck do I say? I already talked about my day. I'm a boring software dev. I watch YouTube and I stream.
I totally get you, because I'm like, do people even want to like listen to what I like? I have things that I could like talk about, but do people even want to hear about that? Like, what are people interested? Like, why do you want to hear? And I think I would like, I'm like, I need to watch more streamers because I need to know what they're yapping about. Like, what are you guys yapping about? How can I translate that into like my stream? But yeah, like I've got not much to say. Like, what am I supposed to? I got an ingrown hair on my nipple today. Like that's all. Like that's the most interesting thing that happened to me. And like so like
yeah.
Do I yap about that?
I mean, I've heard worse things to yap about. So
true.
And I have like that I feel like I have two separate groups in my audience where it's like there are some people who are like, you talk way too much, and then there's another group who are like, keep yapping, king, we're here for it. I'm like, well, okay, what do you guys want? Do I keep yapping or do I not?
Yeah. I feel that too, because like sometimes I'm just playing backpack battles and there's like 10 to 15 people in the chat and they're just listening to me play a game and yap and they're not saying anything, and I'm like why are you guys here?
Are you enjoying it?
You guys like this? You guys like this?
Yeah.
Okay. It's good to have a chat that you can bounce off of too. Yeah, that's always nice.
Yeah, and that's why I do like I go into like my friend's stream and I yap to them because I'm like, well, here's a person you can talk to. I feel like in a way like hopefully I'm helping out my friend to be like, okay, Theo, I have somebody to bounce off with in stream at least, and like it's not gonna be so hard for me to like keep going with dialogue here. So yeah, and I hope that like in some way I'm also like it's nice for me to be in chat fucking yapping up a storm. I do try not to be like too much, but I could you let me go, I could go for fucking days. I could actually talk myself to death probably. I've almost passed out from talking so much. So.
I wish I had that energy. I wish I did, because like I will just like run out of things to talk about, because like for all my life I was like the quiet kid. I was socially anxious. I was shy, and part of the reason I stream was to give me a hobby to do other than work. Because that had been eating away at me for a while, but to also like step out of my comfort zone and to like try and talk and be more social and yap and and like all
it's definitely good practice. Yeah.
And also,
earlier sorry, go on, sorry.
No, another thing I was gonna say, like it also like it's also fun to do like the little projects I do with like this podcast here where I have to I have to like organize guests and all that, or like the visual novel streams where I have to find people who are willing to read visual novels with me on stream, and I commission custom assets for all those and to do little projects like that and stuff. And that's also stepping out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, I love those projects though. I think your podcast is super fun to listen to, and yeah, the visual novel streams are so fun because everybody has like their own like character and spin on whatever they're doing, and it's a lot of fun to watch. So yeah, I think you're doing a good job with those. And I was gonna make the joke you talked about earlier, like having a mute for stream. You need like a yapper for stream. You need somebody to yap with. You need the opposite of a mute. You need a yapper.
I need a yapper. Honey, you're my yapper.
Aw, that's cute.
You must
know me?
You must now be in every stream.
You think I'm a yapper? I'm perfectly fine with sitting in silence. Like,
yeah, we could talk to each other often. What was that like grumble? Like,
That was me stretching.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I instead of looking for a mute, I must find a yapper of a little stream friend who will sit.
Go on Yap Quest and find a yapper.
Yap Quest.
Nah, mute. Nah, that's so last season. I'm looking for a yapper.
Yeah, start a new meta, honestly. Start a new meta of getting somebody in the corner of your stream that does not shut up ever.
Yep.
New meta.
They just keep talking the entire time, even like through like cutscenes or whatever, and then in the game.
Just babbling in the corner.
Yep, just like someone's dying and it's this big dramatic moment and they're just going.
They're doing Animal Crossing speak. Yeah.
But I think that's all. I guess we're going back to what we were talking before. I don't think I played much else really. Have you played anything, Hun?
You know what I've been playing? Destiny and Pokerogue, and that's about it.
Yep. I'm surprised you're still playing Pokerogue because excuse me. For those of you who don't know, Siel's computer took a bajillion years to arrive when we moved in together last month, and that whole most of that time she spent here was just her playing Pokerogue while I was at work and stuff, and somehow you haven't like gone bored of the game yet, which is crazy to me. Which is actually insane. Yeah, I'm surprised you aren't bored of it because like you're just doing like endless runs where you get to like level 4,000 or whatever, and I'm at
4,000 is nothing. So I'm ramping for like tens of thousands.
That further excavates my point because like if I got to that point, when I lost, I would just be like, okay, I got to 10K. I did pretty good in endless. I'm good. I've had my fun with the game, right? And then you're just like, no, more runs.
Yeah, if I lose a run that's like really long, I take a couple day break and I go, yeah, I can do another run.
Yeah, it's just funny. I guess we were talking a little bit about art earlier. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I forgot if I did honestly or not. But Gaworu here made the logo that you guys see at the top of the overlay, the Punz N Palz logo. I commissioned him for this. This very lovely little logo here.
I'm the gay behind it. I did it.
This is a gay. Thank you once again for this very lovely logo.
Yeah, no problem. I had a fun time doing it, and I'm glad you guys are happy with it.
Especially because like I was very vague about what I wanted. Because so basically, the way I went about commissioning this, I was just basically said like I want something cute. I want something that would like incorporate all of our colors in some sort of way, and I was very vague about what else I wanted from it. But then I was like, but I'm gonna use it here. I'm gonna use it in this overlay here. I'm gonna use it in this and this and this, and I was hoping that would be enough to like give him like some kind of idea of what it's going to be used for, and like figure it out from there. And he did an absolutely amazing job.
Thank you. I was getting nervous when clients agreed to something like the first run through. I'm like, hey, I did this. What do you think? Because I'm always expecting to be like, oh, can we change this? Can we change that? Can we, so when I do work and I present it to the client, they're like, yep, perfect. I'm like, is that possible?
Are you sure?
Yeah, are you sure? Like, there's nothing wrong with this.
I hate the whole thing. Read it all.
Yeah, actually, throw the whole thing out in the garbage. Do the exact opposite.
Oh no! I would be such a jerk because like you sent me like sketches and all. I think, did you send me a sketch? I forgot if you sent me a sketch.
I sent you an unfinalized version. I didn't do all the details of yet, but I gave you like a kind of like flatter version, and then I was like, and then this is like what I plan to do. The rest of it. You're like, yeah, that's great. And then I sent you like the final version, and you're like, yep, perfect. I was like, is it? Are you sure?
Yeah. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, are you sure about that?
Yeah, because I'm a very indecisive person when it comes to art. So a lot of times, I think this is something we were talking a little bit about before we started to stream. I kind of like to like it when artists do their own interpretations for things. And I didn't really have anything exactly in my mind for the logo. So I saw this, I was like, yeah, no, that's great, that works, that's perfect, it fits where it needs to go, it's good wherever it fits where I need it. That's great, I'm good, I'm satisfied, done.
Yeah, and I was mentioning my creative process, but it's basically like a client comes to me and I take in all the directions that they give me, but then I research the person who's commissioned me. In this case, I also researched the other people involved, because obviously there's Sooky, there's Siel, and there's Soap, right? Mm-hmm. So like I was like, okay, I need to know like all these people, because all these people are going to be using this emote, or not this emote, sorry, this graphics. So yeah, I just was like, okay, it's on Punz's channel, so I'll overall try to tie it onto like just Punz's visuals, but then include pieces of everyone, Mm-hmm. So that's how like the colors come about. It's like, okay, everybody's represented in the colors, and then it's like it's just a queer fun explosion, really. So yeah. I wanted it just to match like the vibe of both the channel and also everybody who's on on the podcast. So I was glad that it turned out well.
Yeah, you did great. And like it just fits very well, and like it even fits very well into like you're saying, it fits very well into the overlay. Like it just fits right up there. It matches like the little cloudiness at the top that was there from the overlay I commissioned from Sooky and stuff. Yeah. We were talking about this before the stream. We're talking about how when we commission other people, we like to have the artist do their own interpretation, and it's always very, very fun to see what they do with the character, right? Because it's just like how are they gonna think of this? Oh, what are they gonna do if I ask for this pose or whatever, right? It's, you just don't know what you're gonna get, and it's just like, oh, cool, oh my god, that's so cute.
Yeah, like, oh, you thought of it in this way. Like it's so, because obviously every artist is a creative mind. So when you're like giving them creative freedom, it's really fun to just see what that mind comes up with, and it's like almost like also like a little bit of a personal indulgence, because like here's my little guy, or here's my little person. What do you think about them? It's like, what do you see when you see this person? So it's like I kind of like little self-indulgence of like, oh, you think like that works for my character? Okay, like that's so much fun. Okay, yeah.
That self-indulgence powered my scab addiction from a while ago, I think. Because like for a while, like, do you scab at all, Gaworu? Or
no,
no?
I have opened some recently. I opened some scab style commissions for graphics, but I've never done anything scab style for like illustration.
Because on Skeb, sometimes when after you commission art and the artist uploads it, you'll get appeals from other artists who will like ask to receive a commission from you. Yeah. So it's not just the commissioner looking for artists to find. Sometimes artists will ask you directly, hey, it would be nice if I could make draw your character doing this thing. Please feel free to send me a request or whatever. And a lot of times
that's really interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting dynamic. And so there would be a lot of opportunities where I'd get those appeals, be like, okay, yeah, sure, just draw by OC however you want, and I get all kinds of like cool art out of it. Like the art I use for my offline screen, that was a Skeb. Someone they just I didn't give them any instruction, and then they just did that with me doing the little heart pose, and I was like, oh, that's actually like perfect. I could just use that for like a banner. I could use that for like in like a starting soon screen or something like that, you know. And that's why Skeb is so awesome. It's so great if you don't have something ultra specific in mind, and you're just like, I just want art of a thing, and they'll just give it to you. It's amazing.
That's really good for the artist as well, because the artist can be like, okay, I want to draw this thing. Like this character inspires me. I want to draw them. Like, are you interested in that? And so it's really good for artists because it gives them also like that kind of like, oh, I want to draw this. Because, you know, in commission, when you work at commission work and as an artist, it's not very common that you can be very picky or choosy with what you draw, right? And I appreciate everybody who commissions me, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of nice to be like, oh, I would really love to draw that character, but I can't justify like, drawing it for free because, your time is valuable and shit like that. So it's really great for artists as well, because I feel like it also is a great way for them to get more business. So it can be like, hey, I really want to draw your character like this. And some people be like, okay, yeah, I didn't know where to find a person who would draw. Like the client doesn't know how to like seek out artists all the time. Like, oh, I don't know where to find the right artist to draw like X thing, and then the artist approaching you being like, I want to draw that thing, X way, and they'll be like, okay, perfect, because I didn't know how to find you otherwise. So I think that's really great for like getting business to the artist as well, because it kind of cuts out. I feel like a lot of people who commission artwork, it can be really daunting, like the amount of choice you have, like who's the right person to draw this. I don't know who to choose, and it's kind of just like, oh, this person says they want to draw it and they want to draw it like this. I love that idea. I want that. So it kind of like it cuts out that like kind of like choice anxiety for the client as well.
Yeah. Because like when I first started commissioning art, I was afraid of like, oh no, am I being too vague? Am I saying what I want the right way? Am I like, am I doing this right? What is the right way to commission art? And with Skeb, it was kind of relieving in a way, because like I don't know if you know how Skeb works. When you commission,
I'm familiar with it.
So like for those of you in chat who don't know, when you commission someone on Skeb, it is against their TOS to communicate with the artist at all. You cannot ask them for updates. You cannot ask them for sketches or redraws. When you commission someone on Skeb, what you get is what you get. And that is so it adds a little bit of it will add a bit of risk to like the commission, because you're obviously like, you don't get the full creative control, but the artist has just like complete creative freedom, right? And they can do whatever they please. And that's kind of good for me, because like I was saying, I was very indecisive and didn't know what I wanted, but I just kind of put it in the hands of the artist, and the artist just did the thing and gave it to me, and I'm like, cool, this is neat.
Yeah, I find the art that you commission where you give the artist as much control as you can always turn out the best. Personally, I find that when you're, because they get to play into their strengths. If you give them creative control, they're playing into their strengths, and they're doing what they feel comfortable doing with that character. So I feel like, when you give artists like creative control, I think it turns out better personally. Especially if you're not an artist, and you don't really know what makes like good composition, what makes a good pose, things like that. Which I don't blame people. I think, yeah, if you want to be vague about the pose, that's fine, but don't be like hyper specific of like, I want this pose, because that pose might not be great in general, or that pose might not be great for your character specifically. It might not be great for that artist style even. So definitely letting the artist play into their strengths, I think results much better art in the long run.
Not to distract from conversation, but thank you so much, Ada, for the sub. Thank you. I heard Siel said you're gonna send us a new vape. I tried Siel's vape, and I was coughing up a storm. Oh Jesus, it was very, very hot apparently, and that's why I was coughing so much. But what you were saying, Sooky, you're looking through and it's very intimidating. I get what you mean. I get what you mean, because it's like usually a lot of times when you commission someone on Skep, it's just you are commissioning someone in Japan, although that's not always the case. Anyone can make a Skep account, and so like you're like, oh no, is this not going to pass the language barrier? It's this own little culture. I don't know what to say. But actually, Sooky, if you can go to my Skeb account on Skeb, and you could actually see all the requests I've made, and you could click on and you see like all the art I commissioned on Skeb. And if you click on those, it will show you the text I put in the request, and you could actually use that to see what I said to the artist. If you need help, like if you ever do commission on there, if you want like some kind of example of what to put in there, because that's what I struggled with the most. Is like, okay, what do I put in the request? What do I say? What do I do? But yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, honey.
What brought up the vape?
Huh?
What brought up your conversation about the vape?
Ada resubbed and talked about the vape.
I don't. Okay, I don't see that. All right.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
So, but yeah. Artist freedom, pretty cool. Really, really cool. I wish I got money and stuff. I feel like you get addicted.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way about it as well. I've done it a couple of times. Sure. I'm just like, yeah, like if I knew if I had disposable income, this would be a problem.
Womp. Okay, so like what I did. Okay, so you know how I was saying before about like how I would be too vague about what kind of art. How I would just let the artist do whatever when they would send me appeals to draw me. I shouldn't have done all of those, because there would be a few times where I would get art back and I'd be like, I could have used this for this if I had said to do it this way. Like I could have been like, I could use this for like a thumbnail for YouTube if I had said this instead of being so vague. Oh darn it, gosh darn it. A lot of times the art will just be something I post on Twitter once and then never use again. So I think if you think about if you're a bit more sure about what you want and what you're looking for, I think you won't go crazy. But I do agree. I think there is like a bit of like, not, I wouldn't say gambling, but like anticipation of like because you just don't know what you're gonna get when you commission someone on Skep, right? You don't know how it's gonna turn out, because there's no sketches, there's no you just get the finished artwork and that's it. You got it. You got me, Gaworu.
Sorry.
You're fine. It's not like this is the chosen one. The stream. Wait, was there two of them, or was that someone playing it through Discord? I couldn't tell.
I played it through Discord when it went off.
Ah, okay. Finally, yes. Have you seen my OC drawn? Yeah.
Yeah, it's always fun.
It's always cool.
Yeah. Especially if you find like an artist where you're really excited about their art specifically. Like that, the two people I've commissioned so far, I've just been like, I'm really excited to have your art. And I hope that like even in some small way, the people who commission me feel the same way, where it's like, oh, I really want your art. Like I don't want just art of my character. I want your art. And I'm just like, because that's how I feel about artists. Whenever I commission them, like I really love this person's art, and I really want to have a piece of that. So yeah, I don't know if that's how people view my art. I don't know, but I would hope in some small way that that's how people feel when they commission me. Is like, oh, I want your art, you know? Because I think that's like the biggest like way to make an artist happy is just for them to know like that their art is loved and appreciated. Like you know, that sort of feeling of like, oh, this person was excited to for something that I created. Like that's why I have such big like I wouldn't say imposter syndrome with art, but I'm constantly questioning like, is it good enough? You know, is it good enough for people? Are people actually happy when they're like? I'm constantly thinking that every time I deliver a commission, people are just like, oh, okay, you know, it's like, oh, that's not really what I wanted, but whatever. Which I know is like it's such a negative way to view it, but that's what I'm always worried about because you know in almost everything I do, I'm just constantly thinking about. I just hope that whoever I'm making this for appreciates it. And I know I posted on Twitter like a little while ago. I even have those feelings over free art. Like, oh, I'll draw your character for free, and then I give it to them. I'm like, oh my god, what if they hate it? I was like, okay, it's free. Can you calm down?
Yeah. There are a few artists where I'm just like, yeah, I just want you to draw me. Just do whatever. It's just nice having this person do my art.
Yeah.
Like when Nacho did the art of me. That was just like, oh yeah, the streamer I've been watching for a while did art of me. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice when you like I wouldn't say like idolize the artist, but like appreciate the artist. And like you have like I like this artist. I like what they create. I want them to, you know, succeed, and I want to like be like a part of that. Like I want them, you know, I want to know that like in some small way their success was you know, I was part of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a nice thing when you have like that connection to artists. I know it's like not in all cases, obviously. Sometimes you're just like, oh, pretty art, I want it, you know, like or oh, cool art, or oh, that's in my budget. Like even that, like I say any reason to hire an artist is valid. But I think all artists strive to be like, oh no, I want your art specifically. You are the artist I want.
I want you.
I want you. If somebody DMs me, you know, tomorrow, I want you, I would be over the moon.
Even if they said something like what Sooky said, yes, I want your art to babies. Please give me art.
It depends on the person who said it. If I knew them, I'd be like, okay, chill. If I didn't know them, I'd be like, chill out.
Yeah. But yeah. I never got art before, so when Punz got stuff for me, I was really happy. I do occasionally get art of the four of us for like Punz N Palz and stuff.
That's so cute.
And I got Sooky some art of us together, and that included a transparent version of just her, so that way she could use it for stream and stuff. And I'm also getting art of me and Soap and me and a couple of other friends. But yeah, I've been trying to get
that's really cute.
Do more like group art and stuff, so then I can look back at that kind of art and be like, oh, I have a little memory of me and this person, because you can't really.
Yeah.
I guess
you can't take photos and things like that.
Yeah, outside of VR chat, which I guess is something that is, since we're in the VR chat community, we can do, but not all communities can do that. That's something I gotta remember.
I don't know. There's also something kind of intimate, not in like a in like a weird way, but there's something more intimate about like, oh no, I'm going to purposely, I'm going to commission artwork. I'm going to have somebody take time. Like you can snap a photo and those are precious, you know, those are great.
Yeah.
But like to be like, no, these people mean a lot to me. I want to like kind of have this like preserving memory that's like handcrafted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely special to have people in your life who you want to like, you know, honor in that way. That's cute.
Yeah, because like because I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for. Obviously, this is like a hobby for me, so I don't know if you know when. Obviously, I'm gonna keep doing it because I love it. But someday I might eventually stop doing it. But one day in the future, I'll be able to look back at the art to be like, oh yeah, I remember I used to hang out with this Sooky person on stream. I used to hang out with this soap guy. And we would and stuff. And although ideally, I think I would hope the friendship I make with everyone here lasts longer than that, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You heard that, guys. One day, Punz is gonna disappear, so you better appreciate him while he's here.
No.
Never let his ego get too big.
No.
But yeah, one day he's just gonna vaporize into dust and float off into the universe. So you better appreciate it. Sub right now. Appreciate him.
Right now.
Right now.
Also, speaking of subbing, thank you STB for the sub. If any of you actually have subs right now that you haven't redeemed yet, could you actually do it right now? I'm trying to see if I'm fixing Jamie saying the sub twice, because you guys who aren't watching the stream aren't hearing this.
Oh yeah, bait for subs, buddy. Bait for subs.
But Jamie's saying the sub twice.
I was gonna resub, but I'm already subs. That's crazy.
Ooh.
Damn.
It's crazy. I already subbed.
Damn. The masterpiece. Oh.
Thanks, Nyan Gosling, for gifting Bayonet _ sub.
Okay, there we go. Let's go. You did it only once this time, Jamie. Good job. And thank you so much for the sub, Nyan. Thank you.
Poggers.
Okay, so what I did was they added a Stream Elements plugin for the little for VTS Pog, which is like the program that Jamie uses to be my little TTS pet. And so I have that plugin installed for my Stream Elements overlays, and I have the actual plugin running as well. So both of them are going and saying the
Thanks, Nyan Gosling, for gifting Sir Kixo a sub.
And that's why they're both active, because there's like two versions of Jamie, I guess, saying it. It's weird. But that's fixed. Maybe one more to double check. Yeah.
Thanks, Ataraxi, for gifting Gawker's final out from Campus Zone.
You know what? Things go really well in threes. Oh wait, no, there's already three. Things go really well in fours.
I get so the Gawk is finally back from camp. I mean, thank you for the sub anyway.
See, if a particular person is in chat right now, I'm gonna give them a sub. Damn, they're not here. Okay, no, I'm gonna give them a sub anyway, and then I'll get pinged.
She back. Huh?
Huh?
I had a copy of the good old Laura earlier.
Oh
True. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Laura has a habit of gifting subs to silly chat names wherever she goes. Yeah. Laura's awesome. Laura's pretty cool. I don't know if you knew about this, Gaworu, but I worked with her for a Golden Gator fan game for a little bit until my arms.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard of it. Yeah.
She's super duper.
Yeah.
She's a freaking programming genius.
Oh, that's so cool. You know, yeah, like I said, I know some programming, but props to anybody who programs, because I know it's pain. It's pain. I know what it is.
I think my brain has just been rewired from programming since high school and doing it through college. But I don't know. I have the thing where like it feels good to finish a program or to get something working, even with work. So I think my brain's just been rewired to like it.
Do you remember like the first thing you completed and you were like, okay, I'm proud of that?
I think it was for like my intro to coding course in high school. I think I was trying to make something super basic. Like you just put two numbers and it like multiplies them or whatever or something like that. And it felt good to figure out what I was doing wrong. Like, oh, I'm a dummy. I should have done this, and since then that just set off. Everything just clicked. It's just like, programming really just cool. Puzzle. Programming is a puzzle.
It's like a logic puzzle, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's cool.
Have
I can tell you my first programming soiree was making a My Chemical Romance themed MySpace profile. That was my first one, and that's like real basic shit as well, because that was just like HTML, right? It's like barely like programming at that point. But then I got into like, I think like my first like major project was like the same. I don't know, probably the same thing that every person who teaches themselves programming, which is like a Pong game. You make Pong because it's like the simplest kind of like executables. You're just like, I'll just do that. So I think like making a Pong game, I was like 17 years old or something like that. It was like the first time I've made something from scratch. Everything else I kind of like, kind of borrowed bits and pieces and shit like that. And like I said, the first soiree was HTML, so like, copy paste code. I think like the first thing I built like entirely was just a Pong game.
Yeah, but my first thing was just for a school assignment, so unfortunately it wasn't anything super duper cool.
I mean, I think it's just cool, like the fact that like that made it click in your brain. Like I think that what it stands for is like cool. Like even if like the project itself isn't cool, it's like, oh, like no, this sparks something. I think that's the cool part. Yeah.
Yes. It sparked something in my brain, and I was just like, this all makes sense.
I'm back.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, sir. Hi.
So, have you ever tried to program before?
With electrical engineering, it's kind of important. I used to do electrical engineering in uni. I mean, I didn't finish it, but last year I kind of stopped going. So last year around April, May, I kind of like decided not to go anymore because that shit was fucking up my mental. And the programming aspect was the part that I fucking hated.
All right, we won't ask you about your happy memories of programming then.
We were talking about this is this cool moment where we programmed or we made this cool project.
Oh yeah. Remember when like it's someone's like, I fucking hated it.
Like, I hated it. It is true.
Look, I really liked
my own end.
I really liked the circuit analysis and all that shit in electrical engineering. When it came to programming, I fucking despised it. I could not get into it at all. I honestly, with how little interest I had in the programming aspect of it, I don't think I could have passed the. I don't think I could have ever like finished engineering, electrical engineering at least. Just because it's not my thing. I just can't do it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
There's too many like small little things you have to remember to like make things work, and nothing ever ends up working for me because I like forget one thing that breaks the entire like thing, and then it's just confusing me, and it's like, I just can't. I can't fucking deal with it. I can't do it.
Because a little bit of program is knowing like syntax and stuff like that, and that's something you can only really do via practice. But like, did you at least get like the logical puzzle that you were doing, or not?
Huh? What?
Did you? You might have hated programming, but like the logic behind it, was that something that you enjoyed or nah?
I don't know.
Did you just block it out? You know what? We don't need to traumatize.
I don't know what you mean by the logic behind it. What do you mean? Like
he's blocking out his memories. He's
no, like I like did not listen like a single second in like the programming stuff. I just could not. It was so like boring because like I don't know. I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean
No, it's okay. It's good.
What do you mean the logic behind it?
I mean, like, okay, so like the way a lot of software programmers like me think about programming is we think of it as solving a puzzle, and we receive dopamine when we complete the puzzle, and that's why people like
for me, I just saw it as like sorcery, and I don't have magic, so I can't fucking I can't achieve anything in it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It kind of just like made me feel like shit consistently. No. Like I don't know. I did not see the end goal. I kind of just went like, where the fuck do I even begin? Like, I passed one of the programming subjects just because like I had like basically the fucking one of them I passed because I had the lecture basically like fucking handhold me through the whole thing, and then another one I passed because we were in groups and I did all like the actual like design stuff with the hardware, and then they did all the software, or one of them did all the like fucking programming. So we only really passed because that person like pulled us through, and I didn't. What's it called? I had no clue where to start with programming this. Like, I did a whole subject. The end of the subject, we had to program the stepper motor to like move the thing to like move a milling machine. We had to control 3 stepper motors. And I couldn't even begin to tell you where to start. And the person who wrote the whole like thing to do it explained it all to me, and it didn't make any sense. We actually ended up lighting the board on fire, but that was an error maybe in my design of the board. Apparently the code that the person did was flawless, so we ended up passing, even though the thing didn't work at all, and it actually just lit things on fire. It's fine. It's fine. I probably shouldn't have been an engineer. Let's be honest.
Well, your track record so far is setting something on fire, and that's it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But basically, I don't know. I just don't think I'd be a good engineer, mainly because I don't pay enough attention to detail. And that's kind of important. ADHD go brr.
ADHD go brr.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, that's fair. There's definitely things in the world where like your brain's just not made for it. Like I was like, you can kind of look at something and be like, yeah, I'm not made for this.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of aspects of it. It's just when it comes down to like, when it comes down to like being like kind of meticulous with it, I can't do that so well. I just overlook a lot of things, or I like I move on to something, do something else before I like. Maybe I'm like halfway through doing something, and then I'm like, okay, next thing, and then I'll maybe come back to it. And I'll forget some of the things that I was like, oh, I'm going to do this later. Mm-hmm. And then I'll just forget like the thing that I was going to do later, and then it'll be like missing that aspect and like the final thing. I don't know. I don't know. I liked engineering, but I also just couldn't. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I could probably do it. If I had like, if everything was group work entirely, I could do it, because someone else to look over the things that I do and like catch my mistakes is fine, but also like someone there to like keep me on track when it comes to like anything, because like I get distracted very easily. I kind of need someone to be doing stuff with me. If I'm doing stuff alone, I kind of like it doesn't work out. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I was third year. Ooh.
Okay, so
Dropped out in third year. Ooh.
well, maybe you can transfer some of those credits into something else. But I guess if you're that,
I don't know. I don't even know what I would want to do at uni if I didn't do engineering.
I think you just gotta find your spark, Soap, because programming gave you that spark, and I was originally just gonna be a mechanical engineer until I started doing programming classes in high school, and I probably would not have liked that because I hate math, and I like having a computer do my maths for me.
I used to like math, but I don't. It's only because I was good at it, not because I actually liked it or anything.
So true.
So true.
It do in fact.
Let's move away from real topics.
Okay, let's.
I kind of don't like real topics.
Okay, let's move on then to something that is not real. Well, I guess it is real.
Yeah.
So, and this is the so I don't know. Do any of you guys any of you guys been following the situation with Fillion's Nendroid?
You know, I have a conspiracy theory that is why you invited me on. I was like, you conveniently invited the artist this round. I have followed it and I am ready. I'll hold my tongue until it's my turn, but I am ready.
Okay, I will say, like,
why don't you explain the situation? Let's explain the situation.
So I knew I was going to talk about this before I even invited you onto the show, but like the fact that you were an artist and I also commissioned art from you to be used in like a semi-commercial way was like perfect for this. But all right, so let's let me get the docket up so I have my timeline. I think unfortunately one of those tweets was like deleted. I think the one with the Nendroid was deleted.
One from Good Smile was deleted.
Yeah. So basically, last week, a Fillion Nendroid was announced. And it's Nendroids are like little figurines that are kind of. It's like a brand of figurines, kind of like Funko Pops.
There should be figurine that is made by one of the most famous figure companies in Japan.
Yeah, so like these are like higher quality figurines. They're not like the crazy several $100 ones with super duper fine detail, but they're a popular figurine brand. And on what day was it? Let me actually look at my freaking links here. Twitter, please load. I'm doing a stream. 4 days ago, on July 5th, Fillion's Nendroid was announced. When these figures are announced, the company posts them on Twitter, and they say that they're announced that they're coming. It hasn't been the figurine hasn't been actually produced yet, but so this was announced. People were generally like generally excited, and then it turns out that the creator of Fillion's model, for those of you who don't know, Fillion uses Ringo as her base for VR chat, and she uses that model for streaming, and so that the figurine of her was based off of that model. However, if you go to the booth websites of that model, Trumoko 2, one of like the most popular booth models, very, very popular base, still used very, very often today, even though it's been around for a 2-3 years now, I think. It's a very popular base. Despite this, if you go to the booth page for that, it specifically says you can use the model for streaming purposes, and things like that. So like Fillion was fine using the model, but you can't use it for producing physical merch.
We'll get to
Fillion
it.
apparently didn't. Fillion apparently didn't even own the model, like for
That's another thing.
In VR chat. Yeah,
I think we should break down each issue one by one because there are several issues at play here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we should break each issue down one by one. Because don't worry, I have my notebook right here. I wrote down all my.
He is prepared. He is prepared. Like, he was even telling me before the stream, like he was like, I have notes. I am ready. And I was like, oh my god, notes! You are the most prepared guest we've ever had. I don't think any guest has at least told me physically that they have notes prepared before going on. So I'm excited. I am ready.
I'm not here to play. I'm here for
business
content.
orientated. That's what I heard you say earlier. It sounds like it.
Punz is over here priming the artist and himself for rage talk. That's what I'm hearing.
I want my rage bait TikToks published tomorrow.
I need them now.
I need them now on my desk tomorrow.
Okay, so the first issue with this is that on the booth page for that model, it says that you do not have the right to sell physical commercial goods for using that model. Issue number 2, Fillion admitted to pirating the model, basically, even though it's a fairly cheap model. And like there's a clip of it and everything. And if I was a better host, I would have that on here.
I don't have it either, but yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it as well.
Take our word for it.
Yeah, source, we told you so.
Source, trust me, bro.
Oh,
is it one of these? Maybe one of these.
Source, we wouldn't lie to you.
Yeah. So like another issue is obviously is that while she apparently the model is pretty much the model that Fillion used, just a basic recolor of it, and there's isn't a whole lot of changes to it, I suppose.
Is the outfit change? Is that outfit on the actual Abby originally, or is that?
No, it's another prefab that they put onto it, I think.
Okay.
And I think that prefab also, you can't make commercial use of that prefab, right?
No, I don't. No, everything about it.
That was a different model because like there was another time when Fillion made merch for like her in the video game, and that model that she used for that also doesn't allow merch and other things. But that kind of like passed by people. Yeah. So that was so. After she made the announcement,
there's no part of her model that was monetizable.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And so after the announcement of the figurine came out, there was actually a comment from the creator of the model where she said basically, I was never contacted about that figure. I did not know about this until now. It says in the TOS you can't make nothing in the TOS says you can make merch off of that. And so and then from there things exploded. People started digging and figuring out the stuff with the other model where she didn't have the right to do it and use it in commercial for merchant stuff. And then eventually if I try to, let me see, do I have Firefox set up properly for this? Let me see. Boop. Yeah, so this is like a quote retweet of that, of the announcement of the figurine, which is now deleted. And so basically a whole bunch of people said like this.
Holy, this is made for ants. You didn't make it bigger.
Yeah, I got it.
It's too small.
Yeah, let me just this. There you go. You guys should be able to read it now. And then people are thinking like, oh, she used that it's just a recolored VR chat avatar, and she didn't ask for permission, and she made the merch for the design, and yada yada yada, and basically, yeah. And so after that, the tweet got taken down, and Billion. I think recently Fillion released a statement saying that she's working with the creator behind the scenes, and then they announced that.
That's not exactly how she phrased it.
She. We'll get again.
That's not exactly how it is.
We're gonna. Trust me. I'm ready. I'm shaking, ready to break this all down.
Oh, the way she phrased it was like, "Oh, we're talking to her, and we're trying to figure out how to do this."
Yeah.
And that was it was like we're trying to figure out how to still go through with this kind of thing.
Yeah. I'll just let me know, and I'm gonna start going off. Give me permission. I'm gonna start going off.
All right. I'm just gonna say. Eventually, the creator of the Jingo the model said this is a translated statement of the model creator statement down here, where she says like. Just basically like models use VR chat. They can be independent VTuber activities, but they don't. But just because you purchase the model doesn't mean you have all rights to it to a product. I don't mind if you're using VTubing, but you can't do it for merch because then it would lead to complicated situations where multiple people would own the copyright for merch for using the model, and it would be really complicated. So I just want them to not make merch, basically.
Yeah.
And please follow the terms of use of models you buy. And I think that's generally it.
Yep. I think that's a pretty good like general breakdown of it. Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Go. The floor is yours.
Am I off my leash? Okay,
yeah, I'm letting you off the leash. Go get him. Go get him, Tiger.
All right. So let's break it down with let's go surface issues here first, right? So I'd say surface issues here are both the treatment of artists in the community and Fillion herself. Let's broach. We'll just go with the artist for now. So the treatment of artists generally, and I would say the streaming community, I would say largely the VTubing community as well. I find as an artist, there's a lot of let's see what I can get away with sort of behavior with people and people who aren't ready to engage. I talked about this before with game dev. People are not ready to engage as a business. When you're a streamer, when you are monetizing yourself, when you are trying to make profit off of what you're doing, you are now a business. Whether you filed as a business entity or not, you are a business. These artists, they're businesses. They're often self-employed. So you are engaging in a business-to-business practice, which means you should have business etiquette. When you buy something, the terms of which you have rights over that are different for every single artist. So reading somebody's TOS is very, very, very important because what is okay for some artists is not okay for other artists. For example, I do not allow any editing of my emotes. You cannot animate them. You cannot recolor them without my permission, my express permission. You come to me first. You say, hey, can I do this thing to your emote? You have bought the emote. I have created it. So whatever you do with whatever you buy from a creator, you have to always err on the safe side, at least check in with a creator. I feel like not a lot of people know when they're in the streaming space, they come in as a streamer. There's a lot of people who want to get into VTubing now specifically, which again is great. It's great for people to have access to these things, but they're green. They are not used to engaging on a business level. And if you're ignorant, that is fine. You will learn lessons, and you should try to educate yourself. If you're ignorant, you should try to educate yourself. Okay, what is good business practice when I'm engaging at this level? Because as soon as you start exchanging money, you are now in a business. You're now in a business practice. You're exchanging money hands to hands. So yeah, I feel like a lot of artists don't understand respect artists. They are working for you, but they're independent from you. They work for themselves. and you when you get in the streaming space, please respect the artist that you are getting art from. Do not think that, oh, it's fine if I just like use it for this. Oh, it's fine if I just use it for that. Because like nine times out of 10, yes, it's going to be fine, but you have to check in with that person because they're the creators of it. So that's an issue of like, you need, whatever you're doing, you need to learn to respect artists. But that then flows into the other problem, which is Fillion herself. When she talked about her model, there was not a care in the world about her stealing. And it's fine to go off and be like, Fillion did the bad thing. This is wrong for Fillion to do. I never got the sense at all that Fillion cared, because she said, I stole this. Proudly with her whole chest, she said, I stole this. I didn't pay anything for this. It was illegal. She dropped illegal in her vernacular when she was talking about the situation. Well, I took this illegally. She knew what she was doing was wrong, right? So when we're looking at both sides, I want this to be a lesson for people getting into the streaming world, or in any world where you're exchanging, money for services with artists, anyone, musicians, and anybody you're exchanging money with, and that's not a like conglomerate business entity that's going to whip your ass with like some sort of lawsuit or whatever. You still need to treat them with the same respect as if you're scared of getting a lawsuit, right? Of like, this person created this. I'm not going to use it against their TOS. I'm going to check their TOS. First off, check people's TOSs, please.
Yes,
if you're uncertain about something, ask the artist. Is it okay if I use it for this? Is it okay if I use it for that? A lot of times artists are going to be so happy for you to use artwork that they created. But what it is respect. You have to respect the artist. You have to contact them. That's just basic like humanity, really, at that point. So Fillion herself is a major problem in this situation, just because she knew what she was doing was wrong, and she was almost proud of it. It seemed that like, oh, I'm making all this money. I have all this success, and it's all off of a model that I stole. Like, isn't that so cool, everyone? And it's like, no. And
also, she didn't credit. She didn't credit at all, which I think is in the TOS. You have to credit. Even, we can point out like a bunch of issues that she did the wrong step every way, but she knew she was making the wrong steps. She just thought she was untouchable, and I don't want people to think that that's just like a thing that you can do. You definitely should not do that. Now let's go into some subsurface issues, and this is where it comes into like my views on it as an artist. Because there's a lot of things about this situation that people don't take into account because they're not an artist, which is fine. Again, I will never blame people for not understanding like the ins and outs of a situation, because you're not on that side. That is so understandable. But like, hear artists out when they do speak about these things, because and I think the artist behind the model touched on it, a couple of things that I want to touch on about. And I will say that how art theft in general impacts artists, because you think their art gets stolen, the person who stole it gets called out, the issue is resolved. And that's not true at all. That's not the impact of art theft on artists. I'll say one point of it is the monopolization. So in what I was reading, Fillion took this model that was pretty well used, and her fans would start attacking other people who also use that model, because that's Fillion's model. That's a model that Fillion used. You can't use that model. You're copying Fillion. You can't. And so that's impacting the artist, because now people are going to stop buying that model because that's Fillion's model. You're not allowed to use that. It's been used. If you use that model, you're going to get harassed. So that's one aspect that impacts the artist after the fact, of just like, that's now, people now view that as the Fillion model. So now people aren't going to want to buy that as often because because of that association now. So when you monopolize somebody's, and the artists themselves said this model is for everyone, but for some people that model is never going to be for everyone now, because that's the model that Fillion stole and monopolized. So that's one impact. Another impact being that when you change
somebody's work. Now, again, they allow the changing of work, but I want to use this as like a way to kind of open up more of a conversation about art theft in general that people aren't maybe not understand. And just like not respecting artists is like when you edit somebody's work as well, you are now, again, if it's in somebody's TOS, perfectly fine. If it's not in somebody's TOS, there's a reason why. And it's because when you change somebody's art, when you edit it or change it in any sort of way, you're adulterating, whether you have permission or not, you're adulterating that product. And artists, their work is what is going to get them business. When people see their work, they go, I like that work and I want to hire that person. Like that's how we get business, is people seeing our work and being, oh, I like that and I want that, right? And now think about if somebody made work and somebody goes, oh yeah, I think I've heard this artist, but why is there like artifacting around around the lines, and oh, it looks kind of like shitty. Oh, it looks like it's got like been shittily color changed and things like that because somebody adulterated it. Now that artist, they're going to be known to that person as a shitty artist. And they go, oh, never mind. I'm not going to hire that artist because this edit looks like shit. And they're going to think that that artist did that edit, right? Unless they have like context to it, right? If you change somebody's work, this is kind of like one of the issues that I had when I was dealing with some art theft as well. Because I'm like, they're tracing my art to a degree, but then they're also adulterating it and making it look bad. And I don't want people to be like, oh, I know the person who makes these emotes. This one's bad. This person's a bad artist. I don't know, like, why would I hire them? So that's another like issue with kind of adulterating somebody's artwork, is that does affect that art, because that's our portfolio that you're now kind of slandering, really. So again, if it's in their TOS that you can edit things, by all means. But if it's not in their TOS, that is why an artist would put that in their TOS, is because they want to protect what their work will look like to their or to the audience. And because that can impact their business in the long run. And I think those are like the two main points I want to talk about on like the back end of just like how art theft in general affects. I will say the artist did say like they're not after like a monetization gain. It wasn't the money that like bothered them, but it was just the fact that it was kind of taken from them without permission. That's again just a really shitty thing to do. And every artist is different. There's some artists where like, you know, the financial impact isn't going to ruin their lives, and then there's other artists where the financial impact is going to ruin their lives. And so yeah, just. You never want to make that chance. You never want to you never want to be the reason why somebody doesn't go without a meal, or, you know, can't pay rent that month and shit like that. Like that's an awful position to be in. And that's why I'm not so happy about the Philly in the situation, because she doesn't seem remorseful at all. Yeah. And although this artist in particular, in this case, said like it's not the money that's like the issue, there could be a case where it is. You know, there could be a case where, you know, an artist does rely on these like, you know, passive incomes to get by and shit like that. So yeah, I just think I wanted to use this situation as more of just like this is why art theft is bad, you guys, sort of conversation, because I don't think a lot of people hear it from like the artist perspective of like, you can fuck up our lives if you steal art, if you trace it, if you adulterate it, you can fuck up our lives, because, you know, for some people this is our livelihoods, and infringing upon that is not a great thing to deal with in general. So yeah, that was my 2 cents that I had locked and loaded. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I mean, Fillion's not a good person, so she doesn't go flying fuck, and the only reason she slightly cares is legal ramifications and popularity of herself falling. That's the only reason she cares, and that's the only reason she'll ever care.
She's lucky the moderator didn't like sue her or something, because she.
Did you see the?
What did you say? So?
Oh, so I was gonna say, did you see the response that she actually gave originally?
No,
I didn't see the original response. I only saw the on-stream.
Her original response was just a Twitter post. That was it. That was a fucking original like response to someone calling her out. She just like responded. She replied with like a and that's it. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like
yeah. That's the issue. Is like when
she does not give a shit.
That's why I say like one of the major.
Sorry.
One of the major issues is Fillion herself because she just does not care. So we can keep saying like this is bad and use it as a lesson for the community in general. But Fillion herself is not going. And like it's so crazy as well because Fillion supporters are like, yeah, all you haters think that like she's gonna be taken down from this, and no, she's not. Look at her, she's successful as ever. I'm like, yeah, that's still a problem.
Yeah,
still a problem.
Yeah.
That's
what I was gonna say.
That's
what I was gonna say. Like you said that people can't get away with it, but sadly, they can, and she has.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like this is not really having an impact on her.
And
she's not going to change the model anytime soon. It doesn't seem like she didn't say, "Oh, I'm gonna get a new model. I'm gonna work on that." She should have said that. That should have been her response. Her response should have been, "Oh, I'm gonna get a personalized model. It's gonna like change a little bit so I can all that shit." Because she has the money. She has the money to like commission someone to make a fucking proper VTuber.
Well, that's the thing is like she almost it seemed like she's almost getting a thrill out of like getting away with it. Yeah, you know, like but she definitely has the money. She definitely knew she was doing the wrong thing. She definitely knew she had other options. Oh yeah. And she never made a single good choice along her path to her success. She's like, I want to start streaming. I don't have anything but this thing I already have stolen. I'm just going to use that. And then as I grow, I'm never going to consider that I could then move on to like something different, or I could move on to something that's like, custom paid for perchance. And it also brings up a conversation of like, if you're getting into VTubing, it sucks to say, but there is like a certain price cap if you want to reach a certain like quality, I guess, of stream, right? But you can start VTubing for free and legally. Did you know that? You can actually start streaming, if you have a computer already and you have a good internet connection.
Yep. There's free models.
Yeah, there's free there's free models. You can make Vroid models, I think, are still free, right? There's a lot of free resources. So there's really no excuse to steal from anything other than like, I'm a bad person, I want to do what I want. And that kind of is like what Fillion to me boiled down to, is just somebody who's like, oh, I want to do this, so I'm gonna do it. With no other thought of beyond that, of just like, I want to do this, so I'm gonna do it. He lost me a good internet connection, says Nay. Yeah. But yeah, you can, if you want to start streaming as a VTuber, there are so many free resources. There are also a lot of artists and riggers who want to practice, and they will release like free models time to time, or they will say like, oh, you have like a simple model, like you have a model that you want me to rig with like, I don't know, like, is it 10 bones? Yeah, I'll try rigging. Like, don't take advantage of anybody, but like, there's plenty of people who would be like, yeah, I'll do this for a discount. I'll do this for like free if they're starting out or new. Like, you have to understand that like not everything gets to get handed to you on a silver platter just because you really want it. And that, it's a tough lesson to learn, but like you can say like, oh, I want to be this awesome VTuber with like this really cool avatar. But if it's not in your budget, it's not in your budget, and you can get there. Like, I believe in you, work on it, get there. Nobody is ever going to look at your free model and go, oh, you don't deserve to be in the VTubing space. And if they do say that, then they're just fucking elitist like pricks, and you don't need to listen to them anyway. Isn't she the biggest VTuber in her circle though? She might be like the biggest indie VTuber in her circle. I'm not sure.
Isn't she with Mythic now? Fillion?
Yeah, well, she's the Mythic. When you're under Mythic, you're still independent, technically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, she's definitely the biggest indie in her circle, and that's what sucks. Is like, she's big, so she can get away with it, but she's big, so she didn't need to get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, she had no reason to need a stolen model. She had no reason to need to do any of this. So she will get away with it. And it was completely unnecessary. Yeah.
Just make a unique OC. And like, I feel like that's something that would make sense to do from a business perspective. Like, from a business perspective, there's a reason why all big VTuber agencies have their own in-house models and character designs, so that they own the IP. So that way it's all theirs, and they have full complete ownership.
I think the difference here is like I'm gonna be mean for a second, but there are some people who are like, I want to be a VTuber, I want to be a streamer in general because I want to stream, I want to have fun, I want to do cool things on stream, I want to be a streamer. Like that's fine. And there's some people who are VTubers because they're like, I want attention, and I'm not gonna tell you which circle Philian fits in, but I think there's a big difference with like just how you're gonna go about doing things in the first place. If you're going about it of like, I want to be a streamer, I want to grow, I want to build a community, I want to like I want to do like cool content on a stream, I want to like build off of that. And then there's people who are like, I want to blow up and be famous, and the paths that they're going to choose to take are often going to be very different. And yeah, if you were actually getting into this with like a business mindset, you would as soon as possible, you would get your own model, your own design, your own, all that stuff, and have paid the artist the commercial fees, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And when you just want the fast track to the top, then you do any means necessary. And again, I'm not gonna name which one Philian is under, but make the connection yourself, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So fast track.
Mm-hmm. Another thing, I guess, since we're talking about commercial rights, it's very important that like as streamers that we are aware of the nuances of commercial rights and what type of commercial rights we have.
Educate yourself on the laws because they are important. And yeah, you don't just when you wake up and you're like, I'm gonna be a streamer, I'm gonna be streaming today, and you just go, and I'm not gonna be like Philian.
Yeah.
Whatever choices Philian made, I'm gonna make the opposite one. So yeah, educate yourself on laws. I'm not saying you have to be super law savvy, and I think a lot of it, even if you again talk to the artist, especially if you're like the kind of person where reading law is a daunting thing. People are dyslexic, people who have like other issues. It can be daunting to kind of be like, okay, well, if I want to get into streaming, I have to memorize all these laws. You don't necessarily have to. You should definitely know the general, like what's good, what's not good sort of stuff. But talk to your artists. Mm-hmm. Artists are providing a service. They want to provide you that service. They want 9 times out of 10, these artists want to give you exactly what you want. There's some artists who are like, give me my money and then go away. But a lot of these artists, especially in these Twitch circles, we're here to make your streams happen. We're here to make your graphics so you can stream. We're here to make your model so you can stream. We're here to make your emotes so your community can use your emotes. Like we're all here to help you stream. Respect that. Respect that they're spending their time to help you, and the least you can do is just give them some respect in return and be like, is it okay if I do this thing? Is it like, how can we make this work? Can I display the art if I tag you in the title? Can I just, all that, like make it work with your artist, because a lot of times, I know it can sound scary, especially artists that you don't have a good rapport with, but I can tell you every single artist will at least appreciate you asking. Unless it's not like a super diluted question. Maybe Google, if you think, maybe I'm being super delusional right now, Google that one first. But yeah, if it's like a normal question of like, oh, is it okay? I know you said like no like commercialization, but is it okay if I like display it in like my starting screen? If if I'm doing like the gallery of art or whatever, can I display your art in the gallery of art? And like a lot of times our artists are gonna be like, yeah, sure, that's fine. Just credit me. Just be like, oh, I'm using, like, honestly, make a thread on your Twitter being like, these are all the artists that I've used art from. There you go. You've credited. As long as that's like okay with the artist, there you go. There's your credit.
Whenever I use art for going live, I usually just try and whenever I use them for going live art, I just, in a comment below, I put in artist at whatever their name is. So
it's so easy. It's so easy to credit artists. It
takes like 5 seconds. I have like a Discord full of all the art and the artist, and whenever I go live, I just copy and paste the artist at and just put it in there. Easy peasy.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, and whenever an artist gets commissioned, we look at your profiles. We do snoop. And when we see that you're, every time you're posting artwork, you're then crediting the artist underneath it, we're like, yeah, we'll work with you. Yeah, of course. I'll do anything for you. I'll whatever work you want to do. Yeah, I'm very happy to do it, because, hey, you respect artists. So yeah, we do go snooping. We do know how you treat artists. So yeah, treat your artists well, and they will treat you well back. You know, if you show a little bit, because like for me, all the people who are reoccurring customers for me, dude, I will give you fucking discounts off the fucking wazoo. Because if you're good to me, if you treat me well, I will treat you well back. I will get you what you need. Because at the end of the day, again, all I want to do is just help you stream. If you want this thing, I will do my best to get it to you, right? So like, I will give people discounts. I'll be like, you know what, you treat me well. You know, here you go. So yeah, treat your artists well. I'm not definitely saying like don't befriend artists for discounts. Don't be nice to artists for discounts. Don't like take advantage of people. But I'm saying treating artists well do pay off, and we do appreciate it, and we will show our appreciation in some way. You know, and a lot of times you'll never know it. Like you'll never know like, oh, I'm gonna spend like 30 minutes longer rendering this hair to get it perfect because this person treated me well. You know, like it can be in like those sort of ways where you'll never know necessarily. But artists do care. Artists do care about how you treat them. We're not just some like faceless like entity that you're doing business with and then we'll never fucking see again. We are real people, and we do appreciate the kindness that people show to us, especially in these times where like it's very common to have art just stolen, ripped. We've got the AI art epidemic. We got fucking big streamers just fucking taking shit because they want to. Like it's really hard out here. You know, Twitter and like most social media will like not promote our shit. It's really hard to get out there as an artist. So if you're somebody who like supports artists, we appreciate it. We appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. You know,
Mumud mod cred stuff live. Damn, that's amazing.
I was also gonna
really
say,
cool.
Fillion also sadly Fillion has gotten away with other shit in the past. Like,
oh yeah, this is not the first.
A bunch of people don't even like. A lot of people in our community now, and a lot of people she works with don't even know about like the like racist shit that like went on like 2 years ago. Not even 2 years ago. Within like a little over a year ago, I think it was. But like there was things like her making like George Floyd jokes. Fucking
Yeah.
She's problematic
like,
in almost every way. That's what I'm saying. Like one of the problems with the situation is just Fillion.
I think a lot of people don't. I think that's the reason a lot of people don't know is because the people who are around don't care, and the people who, like, she's working with now don't know because a lot of those people who are around don't care. It's a combination. It's a combination of like people not knowing and not caring.
Yeah, and people are always as well like. You know, people are always saying like, "Oh, why is nobody in Fillion Circle calling her out? Why is nobody saying anything?" And it's also like, I think they definitely should call her out. I don't think it needs to be like a public affair. I think it could be like we're cutting ties with you and we're not gonna, associate with you. I think that would be like a very simple way of just like showing the community that you do care that this happened, but not making like a public statement about it because when you do make public, because people are ready to tear anybody as soon as whatever side you land on. You're gonna be torn to pieces, and a lot of people like this person that I know is being the fucking problematic one, and I don't want that in my life. Like I don't want that to bleed over into my life. But you know, I also think as shitty as it is to say, it comes with it comes with the territory. And especially with Fillion, where it's like, yeah, it's a history of issues. So when you see the first one and you brush it aside, and then you see the second thing that happens, and you brush it aside, and you see like, at what point are you now investing in somebody who's problematic? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. The other VTuber thing that had been popping off on Twitter, the one at the baseball game or whatever.
Oh, fucking I can't remember her name, but the Shark Hololive, yeah. Which is just so fucking funny. Like, can we just not have a little whimsy in the world? Like, can we just not like, there's a shark girl?
I'm so mad about that.
Can we have nothing lovely and kind in this world where it's just a shark girl singing at the Dodgers game? Yeah, it's funny. I
saw a thing where it was like some old person. I don't know if it was an old person. It was like something about like older people. It was like that girl has a fish up her ass because the tail where it's positioned, she has a fish up her ass.
Yeah, no, that's it's just I hated like that. Even that is like some sort of like a fuel for drama because it's like it's funny. Come on,
it was so. I actually thought it was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool. I feel like more YouTubers should do that shit. That's so.
Yeah, we should
good.
just start reaching into like every aspect of life and just like not like invasive, but just like I'm just gonna like be here.
Instead of people like Dr. Disrespect signing with teams, they should have VTubers.
Oh no, honestly, I want VTubers on like toilet paper packagings and shit like that. Like just for no reason. Shit for no reason is that's what I think that should happen. It should be shit for no fucking reason other than why not? Because it's like so harmless and just kind of fun, you know? Like there's these anime so grandpa, there's these anime girls online. And you know.
Oh, your grandfather or grandparents about VTubers are like telling a caveman about a cell phone. That's all I'm saying.
I think I saw a comment on a video or something. It was like someone was saying that their like father or something was with them at the baseball game, and since they were down like at the halftime, then that thing played, and then they won. I think that's what happened.
Yeah. And
it was like, oh, because of that, he bought a shirt. He doesn't even know who she is.
Yeah.
Doesn't know anything about VTubing. But he bought a shirt because he's like, she's good luck. That shit's so funny to me.
I want to see those stadiums next game. I want them to be filled with Gaworu merchandise.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, she's like the new lucky icon. You know, honestly, make her the new mascot of the team. You know, fuck it, make her the new mascot. Get her on the field.
Get her out there. Swap out the
Get her
mascot
out
for
And there was also that fucking nothing topic that was so fucking stupid. I don't know if do I even go into that one?
I don't know
what it's like first person, what's their name? Sketch or something?
Oh, that whole thing. Yeah, I don't know if we should get into that because it's really just
that was so weird. It was so weird. Oh, I'm just gonna say it was so weird because like I feel like everyone who like had an issue with it were the people that were like defending Dr. Disrespect, which is fucking wild. Like
it always is, man. It always is.
I don't know. That's.
I mean, we never got to do our shitting on Dr. Disrespect bit.
Yeah.
Of the podcast.
Oh, do I get to be here for that too? Oh my god, you have well today.
Fuck Dr. Disrespect. Man got away from the kid. It was sexy minors. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
It's all okay. I want people to just spot the pattern. If there's a vocal person calling out the queer/trans community for any reason, they have CP.
Yep.
Every fucking
time. Okay, I don't think Dr. Disrespect did. It's just that he hung out with people that
I just mean in general they're that brand of person.
Yeah. Like I don't think Dr. Disrespect ever said anything transphobic or stuff. But
he did. He was against the trans community. He said a lot.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never really saw anything come out about that, so I didn't know. But I know that he definitely hung out with people who are. But like, yeah, all those people who are defending him, they seem to have hate someone else just for being gay, which is not even currently gay. It's like had done something gay in the past, and it's like that's not an issue anyway. That's not an issue to begin with. But then again, it's like. It's so weird. It was so fucking weird.
Yeah,
that's such a weird thing to like.
He hasn't confirmed his sexuality. So everybody's saying like, oh, he's gay. He did gay porn. That does not make somebody gay, though. I think that they're having a hard time wrapping their head around that one. He has not talked about his sexuality at all. He did gay porn. Also an adult, a full-grown adult. I don't know why. It blows me away as well because like I'll still see like. Like sex work streaming. Yeah, I'll still see like sex work streaming on like social media. I'm like, what year are we in? Are we still on this? Like, come on, are we still fucking on this?
Yeah.
Are we not?
Such a weird fucking.
It's such a weird thing to be randomly so angry about. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did something he consented to. Oh no! Oh, I'm so up in arms. Oh god. 2 consenting adults. Oh god. What has the world come to? Oh. Yeah, and like he did in the past, and like maybe he doesn't stand by it now, and he should be able to say that. Maybe he's like, I don't stand by my actions in the past. That's fine. Yeah, people are again like people are allowed to like be different people in different stages of their lives. He has not confirmed his sexuality, so you know everybody jumping up like, yeah, he's gay. It's like, first off, nothing wrong with being gay. He's also possibly not gay. So you know why? So they're already like hating on him for something that he might not even be. So that's it's such a strange fucking like level of drama. And yeah, I don't know why people care so much. And I gotta say, I'm just gonna say this: if you are a full adult, and I'll go for men specifically, cis men in specific, because it's usually them. Let's be honest. If you are a full grown man and you hate gay people, but all you can think about are other men's genitals and other men's sex, think about it. Just think about yourself. Reflect on yourself a little bit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sounds pretty gay to me.
Yeah, sounds pretty gay. Sounds pretty gay. If you all you can ever think about are like what men are doing with their genitals, I don't know. Man. Pretty sus.
Yeah.
Pretty sus.
Pretty weird.
Pretty weird.
Pretty weird to be
Hey,
thinking about.
at least everyone got ousted. Everyone who was against it's now ousted as homophobic, so I can avoid those people. You know, that's a positive at least. And then there's also, I am glad there was a lot of people who were like, on his side and said they support him for it. So it's like,
yeah,
at least you get to see who the good people are as well.
Yeah.
Like if you see someone like Queso is like very like, I don't know. It was pretty good seeing a lot of people being like, oh, we don't care. We're still gonna do stuff with him. It does not change anything. It's like it's such a stupid problem. It was so weird.
Yeah, I liked how like basically everybody had the same sentiment. Like people who actually knew him or actually like close to him were like, bro, why do you all care? It changes nothing. Like literally, why are you guys caring? Like that was basically everybody's statement, which I think is like the best statement to have. It's like, why are you like what year are we in? Why are we making this a problem? What is it like? Why does it matter to you? You guys are, I think like what is it? FaZe Banks literally said like y'all are weird. Like why are you harping on this? Why are you like you guys are weird for caring so much?
Yeah. I think that there's a good takeaway from that the majority of the community responded positively to this.
I always say like it's especially because we're steeped in the queer community here. You know, it's the loudest people who are hateful, but the majority are supportive, and that's something to take away from this situation and like a lot of situations. This is although there's like so much negativity, especially because we're fed that negativity online. The majority
rage baiting works very well for the algorithm.
Yeah. So like ignore that and just know that people do support us. They do care about us. You know, even if you don't have that in your life right now, or you know, there's a portion of people in your life that aren't supportive. There is always going to be a community for you. There are always going to be support systems for you. There are always going to be people ready to support you, and that's such a great takeaway to have to this situation.
Yeah, I think I'm glad that the like I said, the majority of the community just came just like okay, I don't care, this is fine.
Yeah, because it truly should not matter. Truly does not fucking matter whatsoever. It's so nothing, and I don't know why people are still, because you know people just want something to be angry about. They want something to feel like victimized over. They want like ammo in their hate machine. You know, like they want it, but I'm glad to see like now it's like the large majority are just calling it as it is. Like no, you guys are just weird. You guys are just making shit out of nothing, and you're being weird, and I don't know why you guys need to care so much, because the people who know him don't care, you know.
Mm-hmm. You do with your buttholes and peepees and vaginas. None of my business.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Mogo.
Yeah. It's really nobody's business what you do with your body, and it never should be. It's between you and whatever party you're interacting with. Yeah. That's it.
And then you make a Jason secret. Waste my F with shitty VTubers. You know, we could loop back to something we were saying earlier about commercial use. Hey, Gaworu, can I use the Punz N Palz logo to create Punz N Palz brand toilet paper?
Yes, you can. You can monetize that logo for anything you want. Yeah.
I actually don't remember what commercial use I picked for the logo, so.
I mean, I'm just giving you full permission now. Like, this is a verbal contract now. I'm being serious. You can use it for whatever you want.
Clip it.
Clip it.
Yeah, write it down.
Send it to the lawyers. Send it to the lawyers. Lock into a vault. They can't erase it.
Lock in.
The Punz N Palz toilet paper sounds sick.
Yeah. When can we free?
I knew we were a shitty podcast. Damn.
No, fully. I mean, if you guys want to do stickers at some point, that shit, like, yeah, go ahead. Do whatever you want. Yeah, you have my full permission to do that.
I thought about doing little stickers from the main Punz N Palz image we use. Not this one. The one where it's me, Sooky, and Siel sitting at a table.
Yeah, that'd be really cute, dude. I want to draw sticker designs for people. I almost made it like a commissionable thing, but I didn't have time to like get it all together ready. But like, man, if any YouTubers are out there, you guys want stickers, hit me up. I'd really gladly make you guys sticker designs.
Because I don't think I have the merch rights for these stickers. Although I'm sure if I asked Draco, actually, I wouldn't mind if I paid the extra for, because like a lot of times when you commission this stuff, it's like extra for merchandise commercial use.
Yeah, you can always go back to an artist and change your your use. So like if you paid for like non-commercial use or whatever, and you're like, oh, but I want to use it for commercial use, you can go back to the artist and just be like, hey, can I pay like the money for it? Yeah. So you can
instead of being like, oh, I'd like to commission this again, but for commercial use,
or just find somebody else to do it when you really like, oh, I want this art in particular. Like, you don't have to like go do anything else. You can just be like, yeah, can I use it for this? And they're like, yeah, sure, pay the commercial fee.
I literally did that for one of the arts in the stinger that I was showing you earlier, Gaworu, the scene transition. Like I asked for the one on the right. I asked the artist, hey, can I get commercial use for this? He's like, okay, yeah, it's just whatever to upgrade to commercial use.
Yeah.
And there you go. Just
dude, I feel like Punz, you gotta keep commissioning people, because I feel like at some point you're gonna be like a cryptid in the artist community of like, oh, you know, the guy who like always gives credit and like pays all fees. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I heard my friend got commissioned. Yeah, you gotta become like a cryptid in the space of like, yeah, that guy who like treats us really good. I hope that one day Punz commissions me. You know, like all these artists like, oh, one day Punz will commission me. Yeah, you gotta get to that status. Honestly, Punz maybe already in that. Honestly, like even me, who's like pretty isolated from like a lot of communities, I have heard of it. So if I've heard of it, yeah, it's got to be like a pretty well known thing in like the circles.
You know, funny thing you were saying about me being a cryptid. I have a friend of mine, Sin, who says she swears every time she goes onto VGen or Skeb, she finds an image of me on there somehow.
That happens to me so many times.
You've seen images of me on there?
Yeah, yes, I have. I'm like,
oh my god!
The first time it happened, I posted it in my Discord. I was like, oh, we know this person. Yeah, every time I go on VGen to like check my like commissions and shit, I'm like, oh my god, there's Punz. There
my god, I don't even commission that much of VGen. I've only commissioned like 30 things.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but we're getting served your content. We're getting it served to us. So yeah, I at least 3 times now I've gone to VGen and I've seen you.
Damn.
That freaking algorithm. The algorithm knows its stuff, I guess.
They know. I think guess maybe because you follow me, maybe that's because I think I followed you back. I'm not sure, but maybe why I see it on the feed more often. I don't know, but I definitely have been like, oh well, I know what Art Punz is getting next because there it is.
That's still crazy to me though, because like I've even toned down like the commissioning as of late, and I'm still being told, I see you here. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, you know what, you are cryptid because like even the less you commission, you're still getting seen. Yeah. You're probably like probably like Vijin is like, oh, this is our most valued customer. Let's put his artwork everywhere. he's contributing 50% of our profits. We gotta get him up there.
Oh my god! Maybe one day I will become the legendary commissioner.
Yeah, that'll be your title, legendary commissioner. Every artist will have a story about the time that Punz commissioned them.
Oh god.
I asked them for a thing, and then I said, okay, that looks good the first time without any revisions.
Spooks every artist. Oh, are you sure? There's not a single thing you want changed? Please, just so I have the security.
Because like a couple of times he has made revisions, but those were also times where I was like looking at it and I was like, you need to change this.
Oh, so you're the critic. So now I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna if Punz commissions me again, I'm not gonna send it to Punz. I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh, okay.
And I'll get actual feedback. Like she'll give me the fucking real tea on this.
Yeah. She's my second pair of eyes.
Yeah.
Make that sticker already, damn you.
The pussy sticker? Oh, jeez.
You have it already. You just have to contact the person and then make it into a sticker. That's all you gotta do.
No, I'm pretty sure I do have commercial use for that. But
oh, then you just make the sticker. Come on.
But do the people even know about the pussy sticker? I still might know about the pussy sticker.
It's just you and me at this point. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can just send you a good site to do stickers through as well. I can send you a couple of good sites for stickers.
Okay, sure. All right, so I'll give you guys the tea on that. Okay, so when I commissioned my ref sheet from Katsu Coffee, she is a not safe for work artist, and she offered to do a not safe for work version of my ref sheet. But I wasn't really super interested in that. She was assisted like, okay, well, I can just how about I just draw the little art of your butt, you know, or something like that, like I did on this ref sheet. I was like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll take it. I'll do it. I'll take it. And so there is just like I'll see if I can grab it and show you guys in the pop-out chat real quick. I obviously cannot
show us your butthole.
I can't show my butthole on stream. I can't. It's literally a sticker of my butt. It's literally a bussy sticker. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Heck, even Siel might even have it more on hand than I do. Give me a second.
I'm not sure about that.
Let's go. I'm digging into the archives.
Well, you don't just stare at it while he's away at work.
Hold up, jump, hold. Found it.
You found it?
Found it.
You found it. Okay, put it in the podcast pop-out chat.
Yeah, make sure it's
looks like they're in Twitch chat. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. Sorry,
damn, that really is just it.
Yep, it's literally just.
Well, here, chat, let me describe it to your chat. It's just it. It's whole. It's just whole.
It is just my pussy.
It's beautifully done.
It's a piece of the stem still connected, you know.
Talented artist. Definitely talented artist.
Oh yeah,
why don't we just say cock and ball?
I want to see, please. I need to
That is freaking out right now. He must see it. He must know.
No.
Ada is frothing at the mouth.
Yeah, speaking of being impressed with furry artists. Also always impressed with not safe for work artists. I'm like, damn, you make those shapes, those weird shapes look good. That's great. That's great that you can do that.
I posted my porn, you bust your Punz N Palz.
Oh my god.
Listen, only Punz can make the choice to post Punz butthole, alright?
Yeah. I don't think I have anywhere to put it in the Discord, sadly. I don't have like a not safe for work channel or anything like that. So I don't know where
I'll you know what? When you go to sleep tonight, I will do my best to actually project the image into your brains. That's a promise.
Hold up. Moko has a point here. Moko has a point.
He's a but he has no agency.
No.
Punz, perfect time.
10 subs right now. Post in the homies, not safe for work chat.
Okay.
You can't say that on stream. You can't tell people where to find stuff on stream.
Twitch, that's a joke.
It was just a joke, Twitch. It was just a joke.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely not. That's definitely not going to be followed through on Twitch. That's definitely not going to be followed through on. That's not happening. Post it. Oh, they're not looking.
Oh, you got a whole bunch of people with that, Ada. God damn. Let's see. Who'd you get? I see you got.
Soap.
Oh, you got me.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Flounders69.
There you go.
Hang on. Okay, we got Yin Yang Angel. Got Socks.
Ataraxi gifted a tier 1 sub to Soap.
We got Jervy, who refuses to sub to anybody.
We got Greasy. We got Elusive Wood.
Yeah.
And we got Rocksite. God damn, we got a whole bunch of people. Snow, we're snails. Nada, thank you so much for the 10 snifted snubs. Thank you.
Thanks for snetting me with the snub.
Snow. Oh no, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, it took nuns a while to get used to it. Also,
yes, my snade is now snotted, so I can snooze whenever.
It's pretty snugged up though. So
snugged up.
I'm sorry, I'll never be a snail. I'll never be good enough.
Damn.
You just gotta let your
everyone can be a
smelt out of your
snail.
nose.
Everyone can be a snail. Sometimes it just takes time, you know?
I refuse every time.
No, I can't do it.
Sometimes you play
Start
into
with
it,
a few snods.
You know what? You guys did call me the Sooky replacement earlier. So as somebody who wants to honor Suki's place, I will refuse to do the snail. And it's not because I can't do it. It's because I'm trying to honor Sooky.
We're not saying Moko again. She's gonna get lost in her house. It's just how this works.
Moko, give me some mozzarella sticks.
Honey, buy the deep fryer so I can make cheese curds and I can eat them.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh,
I
that sounds
snot.
good.
We decided we were just gonna snake him in the snot.
Snake him.
I will tell you this right now. We never talked about that.
See you in 20 minutes.
It's
basically over at this point, right?
We went to one store. Sorry, 2 stores, and one of them was like a pawn shop. And we didn't find it there. And then we went to an actual like kitchen store and we didn't find one there.
Yeah, it's not so good as SNES.
We do have
buy
a
it online. Just buy it. Just buy it online.
No Snay. Snine. I SNES.
He sounds like he's apathetic about it, but he actually really wants the deep fryer. Like, I'll tell you this right now.
SNES.
If you guys want to make cheese curds, you gotta invite me. I'm coming over for that. That sounds good as hell.
Also, snails over. We're free.
Yippee!
I'm the housewife of the apartment. I make food and I clean it. So.
I thought Punz makes food sometimes.
He tried to make what he thought was beef, like noodles, and tried to put beef gravy in, thinking it was beef flavoring. Like
when you say okay, what he thought was blank, that's incredible.
I didn't let him go through with it because I looked at it and I saw it was gravy, but he tried to do it.
Okay.
So it was like gravy powder, and he thought it was like beef stock.
I thought it was
No,
beef
it wasn't even
stock,
gravy
and
powder.
was
It was just straight up brown gravy.
it said beef flavoring.
Oh, that
on it.
works.
It said beef flavoring.
Like,
It said
works,
beef, so it must
honestly.
be right.
It said beef
I'm making
flavoring
a
on it,
beef
so I was like,
dish.
okay,
Anything
this
that
is
says
beef
beef can
based.
go into the
That's
dish.
that's what gravy is, though. Realistically, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
beef.
but he's not trying to make like noodles and gravy. He's like trying to like make like a beef broth and put noodles into it, like a ramen type of thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
like, I reckon you
not
can
the
do
same.
that though.
You definitely
reckon you can do that,
cannot
though.
use gravy for broth. You
No.
100%. I'm standing with Siel. You cannot use gravy as a broth.
I think you can. I think you can.
He's only
I
ever
think it's-
before me. He only ever had brown gravy. I made him like the good white gravy for like biscuits and gravy, and he was like, "This shit's good."
Yeah, it was
I'm
good.
never had a
European,
white
so
gravy.
I've never had the white
I think
gravy before.
I think
Not a lot of people have.
white gravy would be off-putting to me.
Nah.
It's good.
As
Maybe I'll have
a person who's had it now
normal color
once,
gravy.
how would you describe it, hon?
It tastes it tastes it got a little bit of spice to it. It has sausage in it. But yeah, it's got that
sausage.
Sausage.
I thought you were gonna say it tastes like
I hate
gravy. And I was gonna
sausage.
leave the call.
I
It tastes like gravy. I'm out.
I hate sausage.
I would like sausage.
I'm the worst person to have like food debates with because I'm vegetarian, raised vegetarian, never eaten a piece of meat in my life.
Oh.
I have so many dietary restrictions because of my illness. I'm like the worst person to have like food debates with. But I will say I'm not against white gravy, but I've just never had it because like I'm European. I've never been exposed to white gravy. And I hate saying white gravy because it sounds like something else. But
Yeah.
I've had some sorts of white gravy, but I haven't had other sources of white gravy. So yeah, I definitely don't have an opinion on it, but like I'm not against it. Like I'm not against trying it, but if I don't know if it's possible because like if it's got sausage in it, like it probably can't. You could make like a very bastardized version, and it just wouldn't be the same. So like there's no even point of me having like a judgment on it, you know.
Well, sadly, Boko, we're gonna have a talk. I'm gonna have to pull you into a side room. Sorry.
Damn. It's
sadly, since you're vegetarian and I don't think you're planning on changing that, the biscuits gravy I make it probably makes sense. Sorry, Southerner. Okay, we're gonna have a fight. We're gonna throw hands.
But I'm like a big like, hey, if you like it, you know, good for you. You know, like I'll never like look at food and be like, ugh, because like somebody likes it. And you know, a lot of times people's food tastes revolve around what they were able to have when growing up. So like, you know, if you like it, that's great. That's so cool. I'm never gonna have like an opinion on, especially something that I can't eat. I'm not gonna have an opinion on food I can't eat. I will say that I don't understand people who like hate tomatoes and pickles. Like to me, those people are weird. But you know, they don't have to eat tomatoes and pickles. That's fine. You know, you do what makes you happy. I just find it a little weird, but you know,
pickles are delicious. I love pickles.
Yeah, I love pickles. They're actually a great source for electrolytes. I learned that recently because a lot of like one of the things that I have to get a lot is electrolytes, and the pickles are real. I'm horking down pickles. I am horking down pickles.
Yeah, a lot of weightlifters will, not a lot of, but some of them will like sip on pickle juice afterwards. There's a lot of electrolytes in it. So
yeah.
I knew someone at work who when they empty the bag, we get pickles in bags, right? And you have to drain the bags. They drain the bags into a cup, and then they just drink the fucking pickle juice. And it was like, bro, no, I can't imagine that. Pickles, I don't hate pickles. I don't hate pickles, but I don't like pickles either. You know, if they're on a thing, I will eat it with the pickles on it, right? But I'm not gonna like intentionally seek out pickles, you know?
Hey, so.
Yeah.
I had to open a jar of pickles for Punz, and Punz watched me
slurp on the pickle juice.
Yep.
Out of the jar.
I was like, okay, you can drink it, I guess, because like I can't drink it. I don't like.
It's just so strong. It just seems so
strong.
strong.
Yeah, I'll drink it. dude, I would drink it in a heartbeat. And I again, like, I'm European, so like pickled food is actually a pretty big staple diet, especially for like poorer families. Dude, pickled onions, pickled carrots, pickled cucumber. Dude, give me all of it. I will drink the juices. I will slurp them and drink their juices.
Bah.
I need to try other pickled things because the only other pickled thing only thing pickled I've had I think are
Pickles?
pickles obviously, and I think the pickled ginger. Yeah, pickled ginger.
Yeah, I really want to try pickling myself. I've done it like a few times, but I want to do like trial and error of like I want to find my like pickling.
All right, let's put Gaworu in the pickling juice and then seal away the jar.
Yeah, put me in the jar, pour the pickling juice in, seal me away.
In the jar.
Bury me under the earth. Leave me there for 30 years. Go ahead.
You said try pickling myself. My brain was like, huh? And
yeah, I mean that's my ultimate. You know how like how people who have like insane fetishes and like their last like dream is like finally indulge in like that super fucking crazy fetish. That's mine. I want to one day. I will. Yeah, my coffin will actually just be a giant pickle jar.
Oh my god. I'm just imagining you being slowly lowered into the earth in the jar, and then when it's down at the bottom, they put the lid on the jar and seal it shut.
Yeah, and Sooky's so right. It's like it's like freezing. I'm just preserving myself for later. Okay.
I'm pretty sure there are other ways to do that.
No, this one's tasty. This one's the tastiest one. You know, so I'll go for that one. And if it doesn't work out, I get a lot of pickle juice. You know.
So
it doesn't work out. I don't think you get any pickle juice if it doesn't work out. You know, I think
spiritually.
Oh, okay.
When they dig me up 200 years in the future, and they do an autopsy on me, and I'm just spilling with pickle juice. You know, that's my victory. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who's gonna be able to, who you're expecting to eat you if you think it's gonna be tasty, but
hey! I didn't say anything about somebody eating me. I didn't say anything about nobody's gonna.
Okay, say we pick you. We dig you up in the future. We see the jar. Can I slurp on the pickle juice?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm saying full consent to anybody eating me. I'm just saying that's not part of my end goal. But like, if you are a freak, if you want to freak it like that, go ahead.
It's a lot of work to dig up a jar. I gotta get the electrolytes back somehow. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
Holy
you know what?
Shit.
Honestly, that's so. You know, as somebody who does value like health, I actually really appreciate that, and you have my full permission, full endorsement. Yeah. I respect that. Yeah, I mean, hey, if anybody wants to, that will be maybe part of the whole thing. Is like you guys will dig me up in a couple of years. Everybody gets a little nibble, you know, to remember me by.
Look, if Moko's eating you, Moko's like Clifford. She just gets the whole corpse. It's like beef jerky. You know? That's a big dog right there.
Oh, yeah. Big dog, we need big meals.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, once I'm dead, do whatever, do whatever.
Oh, that's my same thing.
Yeah.
When I die, you can just toss me into the woods. Like, I don't care.
Do whatever. I'll be dead. I don't care. Do whatever you want.
Put me in a catapult, launch me.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of those companies that will like take your ashes and will like plant a tree in using your ashes? I want to do that.
Yeah. If I was actually make like actual plans, I would. Yeah, it'd be nice to be like buried in the forest, like cremated and then buried and like turn into a tree. That'd be pretty cool. Because I want to return to the earth or whatever.
Exactly. I'm giving life back to the earth.
Yeah. But like at the end of the day, like I'll be dead if you don't do that. Okay. Yeah. If instead you pickle me and then eat me 20 years later, then who am I to argue? Have a little fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Soap? Is there something you want to do?
Oh, I don't know.
Weird.
He's too young to be thinking about that yet.
I want people to consume my ashes.
Yeah, Bake me some cookies and then spread it around everybody at the funeral, please. Thanks.
What was it? The culture that like
Dude,
sniffed?
It'll be announced
powder.
It'll be announced at the end of the funeral. The cookies you've been eating this entire time, they actually contain my ashes.
What would be incredible is having one of those like tacky cookie cakes. Like, I'll have a closed casket funeral. At the reception, everybody gets a slice of the cookie cake, and then that's you. That's you. The whole surprise is like, oh, that was Soap. Soap was the cookie cake.
That's like a cult right there. That's how you start the next like religion.
Oh yeah, definitely. They will then claim to have possessed some sort of like, I don't know, dude. Like I came out of Soap's funeral and I just couldn't stop thinking about Bethesda, and I couldn't stop buying Skyrim.
Suddenly, I like mold more than usual.
I had 10 copies of Skyrim by the time I got home, and like, I don't know what's happening to me.
I think I can talk mold now.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I started yapping and like, stop.
Yeah, now I'm stinky. True. I stink all the time.
That's not true.
You're just gonna be reborn in all these people's bodies. You're actually not gonna die. You're gonna be reborn in all their bodies.
Are you saying like Soap becomes like a Horcrux? So he's like,
exactly.
All of them. He's now immortal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a great plan, honestly.
Oh, I got put some really ashy cocaine.
What the fuck?
Yo, doing bumps of Soap in the bathroom.
Yeah. So I agree with this as long as I can do it off the hooker's ass, you know? I'll do a bump.
There's gonna be hookers at my funeral? Sick.
Why not? I always feel like if you're gonna have a funeral, why not make it fun, you know?
Sure.
Catcher in the Rye effect happened to Moko.
Wait. I got too much programming on this fight. Oh no.
Watching 5 videos at once with obscure music while on the podcast. True.
Damn. Honestly, this has been a call out stream for Soap, as I feel like most of these streams have been.
Honestly.
You can say it's a call out stream, but you know what's going to happen the next time? It's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be tuning in. I'm ready to hear it. I'll be tuning in.
I don't listen to that obscure music. I like listening to obscure things sometimes.
So all you do is obscure things. What about that game on DS that you did like one other person played ever?
Oh, that game's so good.
Combat of
Giants.
Oh, I haven't heard of that. Damn it.
Combat of Giants, there's 3 of them. Combat of Giants, giant insects. Combat of Giants, dinosaurs, and Combat of Giants, dragons.
Is it like a niche Japanese game that got like a very low?
No, I think it's a Ubisoft game.
No.
It's a fucking Ubisoft DS game.
I literally had cleaned up my tabs like a few days ago, and that was one of the tabs, and it's gone now. I don't know if I can find it
that's
again.
gone forever.
I'm never finding that again. That exists in Soap's dream that we're all in, and that's it.
This Soap game really makes me want to play Fallout New Vegas and override the Fizzmans to make my avatar bigger. What the fuck?
True. Well, it's not Fizzbuns that you override, it's Bunch Shapes, but hey.
Well, fuck.
This will be your eulogy one day. Just remember that.
I haven't gone bigger than the scale allows, alright?
That's not true. You've gone into Blender and I've seen you do it by hand.
No, I haven't gone bigger than the scale allows. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and I forgot. Fuck!
I love derailing Soap's brain.
I hate it so much.
Bimbo moment. True.
Actual
I just forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say. I had something in my mind and then I didn't say it like straight away. So now I've forgotten it.
Soap's brain can't hold on to one fucking thought for like 30 seconds. No?
This will be the portion of the stream where we all wait for Soap's brain to
Yeah, we're waiting.
No, we're not waiting. We're not waiting anymore.
No, guys, it's okay. We can wait. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Show some respect.
Fine.
Yeah, we're already.
That's fine. We can move on. We can move on.
No, we would absolutely love to hear what you had to say.
Yeah, we already have.
I don't have anything to say anymore. I don't have anything to say anymore.
Make a new thought. Make a new thought. We want to hear you.
Yeah.
Make a new thought.
All right,
yeah, make a new one.
Let him have the floor. Let him have the floor for a second.
Yeah.
Holy.
Hands microphone.
She is my girlfriend. She isn't my handler. I don't need a handler. I don't need a handler. That's not. It's not true.
Hi.
I can. Hi. SCB isn't his girlfriend. She was his handler. Yeah, I agree.
No, she is my girlfriend, and I don't need a handler.
Your girlfriend can
care provider.
That is true. That is true. As somebody who is a care provider, that is the proper term. So make sure you address her correctly.
What the?
But we are half an hour over time.
Oh shit, are we? Oh.
Yeah.
We be yapping. We be yapping.
We have been yapping, and it's been super duper fun. So no worries. I'm in a rush to get places, but we can keep going as long as people feel like yapping. But is there anything else we wanted to talk about?
I don't have anything specific in mind, no.
No, I mean I came just ready to riff off of whatever was going on. So.
Right.
And I had my soapbox, and I very very thankful you all allowed me to go on that rant on my little soapbox, earlier. So,
of course, it was wonderful having you here, Gaworu. This is super duper fun.
Yeah, I was really it's nothing that I've done before because again I'm socially anxious. I'm not very good at being social. But when you came to me, I was like, "Oh, this is fun." I've watched your guys' podcast. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoy all your personalities, and so getting to be brought on was such a great gift. Oh, that's so cool. I get to come on. That's so cool. So yeah, I definitely didn't want to deny, and I was definitely excited to do it. So I hope you all had a good time as well. I hope I didn't annoy you too much.
No, like I said, like I was saying, don't be nervous. This is literally just us sitting here, chilling out and yapping.
Yeah.
And now suddenly it's been 3.5 hours.
That's crazy. I did not realize it's been so long.
Yeah, this is so fun. Thank you so much for coming onto the stream. Very very fun to have someone who isn't just a content, just a content, but to bring an artist on here because I guess technically Sooky was an artist, but it was nice to have an artist perspective on not just the filling in drama, but also just in general to have a completely new perspective on the show. So thank you so much.
So you're ready to be on this podcast every other week, right?
I mean, anytime you guys invite me, I will show up. I had tons of fun today. Honestly, I had tons of fun today. So if you ever are missing a guest and you need somebody to fill a slot, just know that I am ready. I've got at least 2 hours I can yap constantly. So I'd be happy to come back anytime. I gotta be on with Sooky so that me and Sooky can interact and meet as well. But yeah, I'm really thankful for the space you guys gave me. I had a ton of fun, and I appreciate the chance to be on.
Yeah.
Apparently Sooky needs her slot filled. Anyone fulfill that job?
Okay. So
Sooky.
What I need to respond to what Moko said. The $7 quest in Starfield. I talked about this a few streams ago.
Oh my god, there's no way.
When it happened,
goes up.
I talked about when it happened. I think the idea of paying mod creators can be okay, but I like the free mods because everyone likes free stuff. I said this earlier in the stream as well. But the quest from Bethesda that's $7. It's just a fucking cheap. They're not cheap. That's like a fucking. That's cheap in terms of DLC, but it has lacks content, and also it's not fucking worth $7 from what I've seen because I haven't played it. I'm not fucking spending $7 to play a fetch quest, or it's not even a fetch quest. It's like instead of a hunt down assassination quest. I don't know. You go around killing a bunch of people. That's it. Apparently the free one's decent, but the $7 one is fucking bad. Apparently it's trash.
You know what? As a guest, and as we're leaving, I'm gonna give you a little gift, Soap. I'm gonna give you something that I don't think like anybody else here is gonna give you. Your opinions on Bethesda are so right. You are so true, King. You are so valid. Everything you said was so right, and we appreciate it.
Aww. So nice.
You just undid months of ego killing. God damn it.
I don't know. See, I just want you to know you achieved misogyny level 1 in the chat because the things that got filtered, it said held message for a reason, misogyny level 1.
Put levels on Punch's chat, man. Fucking got hurts.
That's so funny to see. I'll message for reason misogyny level 1. That's how fucking wild way of phrasing it. I get it. Like giving it a level. I don't know what my level 2 is. I have to find another word.
I can't wait to upgrade my misogyny level. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm expecting into misogyny. Trying to raise that level.
Holy fuck.
I gotta.
Oh my god.
We all gotta get up that misogyny score. Goddamn.
I don't think we want to increase our misogyny scores, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Have you seen the final perk in misogyny? You know, it goes kind of hard.
Give like bonus damage against women or something.
Yeah.
Look at
That's
the
half the population.
There's the actual message. That's one of them. The other message was also got filtered, but that one says my name in it, so I just include the one that didn't have
misogyny level 1.
Like
it's so funny. It's such a funny way to fucking phrase it. Oh,
imagine being pulled over by a cop. You're like, sir, I'm placing under arrest for level 1 misogyny.
Oh my god.
Homies.
Did I ignore this? Ignore what? I don't see anything. What are we ignoring? Nothing. What are you saying?
My cheeks hurt.
Well,
dude, what a great moment to wind down on.
Yes, absolutely. I don't know how else to wrap it up. I don't know how else to wrap this up other than that. All right. But yes, that will be the end of our stream for today. Thank you so much once again for coming onto our stream, Gaworu. Mods, can we get a shout out for him, please?
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I enjoyed myself a lot. And yeah, thank you for your guys' time. Thank you for doing the podcast. It's a joy to watch always. I love winding down at the end of my day with it. So it was a pleasant treat to be on it. So yeah, thank you guys.
Of course. We'd love to have you on again at some point. This is very, very fun.
Yeah, for sure. If you ever have a space you need filled, let me know.
You got it.
We'd love to have you back. It was great.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's.
Did anyone shout out? I'll shout out. Yeah.
No one shouted out yet. You
Jovi just like put Gaworu.
Classic.
That's not my full name. Say my full name.
There
Thank
we
you.
go.
Say my
goddamn self.
Yes, go follow Gaworu. Go follow him on Twitch. He also has a Twitter account where he posts art on there sometimes and other cool stuff. And maybe consider commissioning him sometime. He made the very lovely logo you see at the top of the overlay there, and maybe he can make a pretty cool logo for you too. And
all right, Gaworu, I'm giving you your first furry commission. I expect it to be pristine. I'm not expecting
the pressure. The pressure. I don't know if I can take. I'm gonna crumble under the pressure. I'll let you. You'll be the first person that I as soon as I feel like I've done it, I can sell this quality of work. You'll be the first one I notify.
GME, you forgot to read Greasy's message, silly. What are you doing,
That was on
buddy?
purpose. Oh, it's on purpose. I don't need to read Jarvis' message. It's on purpose. Not for the context, just that Jarvis is the one who said it.
No, that's a base opinion.
Base. GME won't accept TTS from level 1 misogynists. Yep.
Can you message for your stream? No idea. I know. Obviously, no designer. You don't know what you want. Yeah, I mean, yeah. People can always.
What a fucking. What a class to spec into. That's crazy.
Misogynist. Yeah.
Alright, let's find us someone to raid. Let us see who is on mine.
You should raid Divine Sauce. Yeah.
Honestly, true. You should do that.
It would be fun to raid Vinny. Are there any other? There are actually not a whole lot of homies on.
There actually isn't, no.
We got
my list is bare.
There is one person on my whole chat arena that's live right now. Oh, 2 people if you include this.
Man, if only my favorite Yump streamer Nay was streaming, that would be so cool. But they're not.
Where's the Shadow Rose? She's not she. He is one of the femboys I was playing Age of Wonders 4 with on Saturday. Go send him my love. Oh wait, is it the stream over?
It's Vine Sauce. Oh no, we're raiding Vine Sauce for real. Wait. Wait.
What's Vinny doing actually? What's he playing?
He's doing Super Monkey Ball.
Oh, classic.
I might actually watch that. Screw it, we can raid Vinny. We can actually raid Vinny.
Yeah.
But you found someone to raid and then whatever.
I'm indecisive. See, this is why I tell ours to do whatever.
Tonight is a weird night. We're fucking misogynists. We're raiding Vine. So like we don't.
No, that's just ataraxy. That's just ataraxy. That's misogynist.
I heard. You know, it can affect other people. You know, once there's one misogynist in chat, it spreads to the others.
It's like Pokey Rust from like
yeah, it might be an epidemic. Gotta keep an eye on chat. Yeah. Everybody in chat posting something right now to prove you're not a misogynist. Right now.
Yep, right now.
Having the Elden Ring badge, I don't know. It's kind of look at you differently.
I'm gay. That's the last message I heard.
Too late.
Oh, did the raid happen?
It happened. It took.
Okay.